Water.
Earth.
Fire.
Air.
The false avatar Yun and his destructive campaign of revenge is at an end, brought down by the true avatar Kyoshi. But the delay in locating and training her, as well as the disastrous actions of Earth Sage Jianzhu, have left the Earth Kingdom weak and vulnerable. Bandit groups known as Dao Fei vie for power and territory, and even the citizens behind the walls of Ba Sing Se are not safe. Remnants of the Fifth Nation, a southern water tribe pirate group, and the Yellownecks, a particularly brutal outlaw organisation, still linger in the shadows, waiting for the opportunity to strike. With the Earth Kingdom in disarray and Kyoshi needing competent allies to help restore balance, who will answer the call?
G'day, I'm Brandon. I'm playing Keeko Moo, Waterbender from the Southern Water Tribe, and I'm just looking for a good time.
Hello, my name's Andrew. I'm playing Jedd, the disgraced Airbender.
Hello, my name is Archie. I play Ted, the Airbender. I'm traveling with my brother Jedd to assist Kyoshi in her fight.
Hi, I'm Bree, and I'm playing Lily Hannah from the Earth Kingdom, and she is a small child who gets in trouble.
Hi, I'm Dragon. I'm playing the character Tilla, who is a Sandbender from the Earth Nation.
And I'm Owen, the Dungeon Master of our Avatar Legends campaign, The Legacy of Kyoshi, which starts right now. Hello there, lovely listener. This is just a warning to let you know that this episode of The Legacy of Kyoshi may contain adult language or adult themes. Viewer discretion is advised. Hello. Welcome back, everybody. I knew we should fucking do that. Welcome back, everybody. It is lovely to see you all once again. We are here. We are playing Avatar Legends. We are very excited jumping in. It is our Legacy of Kyoshi campaign tonight. We are online. All of the tools and systems that we need are active and functional, unlike a certain D&D session last night. So we are super excited and ready to go. I have cut down the recap. We don't need the super long recap. We've been back for 2 weeks now. We know what's going on. So a much quicker recap and intro to get us back into the session. Massive thank you to everyone who's been watching the playthroughs of Firewatch and Aloft on YouTube. I had a load of fun recording Firewatch over the Christmas break, and I'm sort of posting it now. I was a little bit slow getting the editing done. But Aloft, I am recording and posting as I do. It is so much fun. If you haven't had a chance to check out Aloft yet, there will be a link appearing over the side for you to go and click right now. It's a really fun, cozy survival exploration game, a little bit like Raft. Set up in the sky. I get very like Wind Waker crossed with Skyward Sword vibes in terms of the design of the world and the way that everything functions. It's really cool. Thoroughly recommend you check it out. I think that's the only fun announcements we have to share. Happy birthday for Dragon.
Thank you.
Happy birthday inspiration is awarded to you. Please enjoy and spend responsibly.
Yay!
Don't waste it on, well, you will anyway, so there's no point warning you.
True.
But true.
Accurate.
Harsh but fair.
You don't have to point it out.
Yep. Any other things that we want to... Yes, Archie.
Did Dragon level up? Did she do her level up because she wasn't here?
You weren't here with us last week. If you have a look at your character sheet, you'll notice that down the bottom, all of your growth questions have been ticked. You may take a growth if you wish. There are a couple of different options for you. In terms of the most common ones, taking a +1 to your stats is pretty basic, pretty standard. You can take a move from your playbook, take a move from another playbook, unlock your moment of balance. You generally spend most of the sessions on or near balance, don't you?
Yeah.
You're the only one.
It's very rare that I
Very
ever,
different.
that I ever move away from it.
So
Maybe because I don't know how to spend my
it's normally part of a thing. Like some of the other features might require you to spend balance. I think your playbook moves, you picked ones that don't require balance spend. So you've done pretty good, like keeping yourself in center. Maybe taking the moment of balance isn't a bad idea for you. Then it's good for someone to have it. It's basically like I suddenly describe something cool. Actually, your moment of balance will be a bit specific. What does it say for your moment of balance? If you have a look down, it'll give the description for it.
Yeah, you're sworn to protect the people you care about, but balance is about finding your own place in the world as well. You know what you're capable of accomplishing, and you step up to show the world your unique strength. Tell the GM how you put your own life on the line to defeat an enemy or danger that seems unstoppable.
There you go. So you just say, this is how it goes, and I go, that's how it goes. You have a single trump card that you may play. A joker, if you will, on top of the pile. So yeah, that'll be fun. Up to you. Let us know what you take, because we did go through everyone else's level ups as well. But if you do choose to take the moment of balance,
I'm gonna take that
take
one.
the moment of balance. Fantastic. We didn't use a single moment of balance last campaign. I wondered if we were going to continue that trend. It's nice that we're using it tonight.
We did at the very end.
Oh, you did.
What do you mean?
Apologies. Apologies. You did. You did.
What are
use
you
it.
on about?
Apologies. You
Get
did
called
use
out.
moment of balance. Apologies.
That's how a killer died.
And you have successfully
You
called out an
moment of balance all over the
NPC,
place.
and I respect that use of your playbook moves, guys. All right, let's do our recap.
Respects it, but doesn't remember it.
Why would I bother? That's what the internet's for. So let's do.
Quick question.
Yes.
How do I open it?
How do you open it?
Edit
Edit.
at the very top right. Edit.
Top right, dragon. It
yeah.
says edit.
There's a button that says edit, and it's at the top
Edit.
right.
You know, no, I'm there.
Yep.
But
Now go
where is
down.
my?
Now go down.
Go down to the bottom,
And-
left-hand side.
Tick. Hit the tick.
This music's very appropriate right now for this.
Thanks, Shroopy.
Oh shit! I need to open stream.
Okay. While you are looking for that, do you need a hand? Do you need me to come jump into your character sheet and
I don't
find
know
it?
where it is.
Let's have a look. Let's have a look.
Whatever you do, don't select the fighting technique like some of us did.
Which is
We're
not
waiting on
allowed.
names.
All right, I'm in override mode. Let's have a quick look. So what you want to do, so you tick off your growth progresses, boom, 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 and then we're going to unlock your moment of balance. Now we can untick these, and if we go to your moment of balance, you will now see that your moment of balance has been unlocked on your character sheet. You might have to refresh.
Thanks.
That's okay. All good.
Thank you. I
No
got
dramas
so
at all.
lost looking in the freaking
It's okay.
editing section.
If you were wondering how I did that, I went to the top right and I clicked the edit button,
Yeah, no, I got to the edit page.
and then I went down and I clicked the
couldn't
tick.
figure out where the tick was.
There's a tick down the bottom on the left-hand side. Okay, let's do our recap. Let's jump in.
Not fine.
It has been a little bit of time since we last did our Legacy of Kyoshi recap. It has been 3 years since the false avatar Yun has been struck down, and the world now knows the name of the true avatar, Kyoshi. With the Earth Kingdom weak and vulnerable, Kyoshi and her partner Rangi have moved out to the Akoya Peninsula, sending out a message to each of the 4 nations. Come and help the avatar build a better future. Answering the call are brothers Tedd and Jedd of the Air Nation, Keeko from the Southern Water Tribe, Lilly from Ba Sing Se, and Tilla from the Sea Wong Oasis. Having joined forces with some pirate hunters and with Avatar Kyoshi, the group have launched an assault on the Yellowneck Bandits and the Fifth Nation pirates meeting on Little Island. After a sequence of events led to the team facing off against the bandits and pirates on the beach, chaos ensued. Taking advantage of the distraction of Avatar Kyoshi 1v1ing the leader of the Fifth Nation, Lilly snuck aboard the captured Fire Nation ship and detonated some barrels of blasting jelly contained within the hold. With the explosion almost wiping out the remaining pirates and severely injuring the leaders of both groups, the fight only lasted a few moments longer. The Avatar decapitating the captain of the Fifth Nation, and the leader of the Yellownecks falling to injury sustained by shrapnel from the ship. Managing to talk Kyoshi down from executing Crake, the second in command of the pirates, the team picked through the remains of the campsite, reuniting with the pirate hunters and slowly starting to realize the scope of the damage they had inflicted. Keeko quickly realized he had not seen his friend Sonark since combat broke out and began to search the beach for him. Assisted by Tilla and Co., Keeko followed tracks in the sand which eventually led him to Sonark, still bound but safely hiding out away from the beach, having escaped in the ensuing chaos. Over with the Airbenders, Tedd was rebuked by Lishi and Numel, furious at being used by him and promising to report the violence he and his friends had unleashed to their master Seian. Lilly, meanwhile, spotted a familiar figure, the assassin Tomiko, up on the clifftops. Following her, Lilly met with Laogay and was part chastised, part praised for her quick thinking with the blasting jelly. With a future with the assassins now on the cards for Lilly, she made her way back down to rejoin the group. While Tilla spent some time talking with Sonark and providing some comforting words, Keeko, Kyoshi, Koz, and Kyu began to search the pirates and bandits for evidence they could use back at the Water Tribe to collect their bounties, burying the bodies once they were done. Lilly and Yara decided to head inland and try to recover their boats, encountering a group of bandits being wrecked by an airbender dressed in dark robes and wielding a kite resembling the wings of a bat. The mysterious figure quickly departed, leaving the unconscious bandits ready to be turned in for their bounty, and Lilly and Yara with an unbelievable story for the rest of the group. As night began to fall, the team set up tents away from the ruined beach and prepared for a restless night, knowing that the sunset would soon bring Artorias to them. Sure enough, the sunset spirit appeared moments later, the group desperately trying to distract Kyoshi with zero success. Speaking with a spirit, the team learned a little more about the events of the distant past and the banishing of spirits from the world. Revealing the journal of past avatars, the group had recovered from the lost Airbender temple. Kyoshi agreed to a truce with the spirit until they could confirm the truth in its story. With the team still divided on what they would claim as their favor, some of them wanting to merge with the Sunset Spirit and become like a new entity, others wanting just a boat. The Sunset Spirit departed for another night, the last glow of the setting sun marking its departure. We left off last session with the team settling down for the night, Jedd having had a little run-in with the Man-Bat while scouting around, while the rest set up camp. And that is where we left off last session, and we jump straight back in. As you all head to bed, crisp, cool air of the southern waters closing in around you, mist rising from the mangroves on the nearby islands. As you feel the chill begin to settle in, you retreat to your tents, snuggle into your sleeping bags, and prepare to sleep for the night. While you are taking a rest, I just need to know, is anyone doing anything over the night or during the evening? Or should we skip ahead to the next morning as you all awaken, feeling refreshed and somewhat recovered? I think you already taken your fatigues and things off last session. We did it a bit early, so we'll pick up as you wake up.
Or was that because of the rest that was between the fight?
Nah, we did it because we were going to sleep.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We ended the previous session as like, okay, we're all going to bed now, and then we kind of
Got up and realized it was
on that.
Yeah, realized it was still sunset. There was still stuff to happen.
Suddenly, sunset was happening.
Cool.
Shift your balance. You can't shift your balance from sleeping or anything like that. It's only from like calling someone out or using
or acting in accordance. So, for example, Keeko, if you're what are you torn between? What are your two extremes? Your two
leadership or support, and I'm more towards support right now.
Yeah. So if you wanted to move ahead to leadership, I mean, easiest way to do that is to demonstrate leadership. You would advance on that track.
Oh well, don't worry about that then.
Yeah. No. Okay. Cool. Keeko getting ready for bed. If everyone, he goes, well, guys, I'm gonna go and get the firewood right now with Co and get that all together. And then,
that's so supportive. Thank you, mate. So let's just let's just move him down.
You guys want to go, get the food going on here, and Lily, you can light the fire, and Tilla, you could make like a basin around the fire so the coals don't go out. Good idea, everyone. Everyone down with this? Let's go. Come on,
I would be tucks into bed.
You've had dinner. That was hours ago.
Yeah, I would be, but I flew off.
Snow starts falling onto your bed. Come on, team.
Come on, please.
I need this.
Okay, fine. We just go to bed.
It was a nice try.
It was a nice try. It was a noble effort, a valiant attempt. As you awaken the next morning, the sun rising high in the sky as it emerges from the eastern side of the island. The warmth quickly banishes the night's chill. And as you look upon the now cleared beach, Tilla having used her sandbending to clear off large portions of the beach last session, the bodies of those whose bounties you think you can comfortably claim without any physical evidence beyond what you've been able to take from them, now buried underneath the sand at the head of the beach. You're faced with the tasks ahead of you, a few options of where you can go and what you can do. You know that you were originally sent down here to try and locate certain shipments of food, shipments of furs and hides, and shipment of crab squid ink. Those are likely now at the bottom of the bay, bordering onto Little Island. Those that have survived.
You on that, right?
I think Keeko needs to be the one to take leadership on that. But if he's going to support you in this by going and getting those things, I think we can move him again on support. That'll be great. You know that there are potential bounties to be claimed at the Southern Water Tribe. If you take them back to the chieftain at Wolf Cove, you could potentially cash in some gold there. The other thing I'll add as well, Keeko, you would know that you don't necessarily have to go to Wolf Cove. It is the largest settlement on the South Pole, the largest settlement. The chieftain there is considered kind of like the main chieftain, but there are other tribes of waterbenders in the South Pole. It's not quite like the North where there's one single city. The South has a couple of other smaller settlements as well scattered around. Potentially you could speak to some of the chiefs there if you're worried about fallout from the chief at Wolf Cove, you could potentially go elsewhere and claim the bounties elsewhere. Also, Yokoya Peninsula. You guys have not checked in with Rangi for a hot minute.
We need to.
Go there.
Well, I think it might be
Do we need to?
might be worth doing. So you've got a few options ahead of you, and that's just the three that I can think of off the top of my head. And they're not mutually exclusive. You can do any combination of them. I know, Keeko, you had spoken about wanting to do a bit of a dive the next morning down to try and find these crates. You still up for that?
That's a great idea, Keeko. You come up with that yourself?
I did, guys.
Leadership.
I was like exactly what I was thinking. I was going to take the initiative on this one here for the team, because I know you guys can't swim as well as I can, and that's just God.
Just
Don't want to say it, but what a leader would do, not me,
Don't-
though, but like what one would do.
Don't check the tape from about 2 sessions ago when we were talking about you and me doing that. Just skip that part. Skip that part.
The part where a small child came up with the idea. Yeah.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah, well, I just guys, I come up with these ideas. Not all of them. Some say I come up with all these ideas, but not me. Yeah, okay, we can do that. The company in air bubble as well. We would need an air bubble.
I think we were talking with Kyoshi and we agreed that we would all go to the air temple
No, we
in the
didn't.
morning.
Yes, you
Yeah, we
did. Yes, you did.
There was
I don't
a
think we
conversation about air
all
temple.
agreed to this.
There was a lot of
Homework.
discussion around verifying the validity
Yeah.
of what the Sunset Spirit had said, what Arturius had said, and the easiest way to do that is to go and speak to the airbenders up at the temple, just over there. But I mean, while some people go diving for about a booty, sunken treasure, the rest could go up to the air temple.
Can Ted go over to Jed and be like, hey, I think Keeko is going to need your help with his diving, just to help him with air. So if you help him, I think that'll be a really good idea.
Yeah, I'm happy to help. I really didn't really want to go to the air temple anyway, I guess.
Oh, that's perfect then. Perfect. What a
fine.
community event we've just created.
We sure we should be sending the other one?
Well, one of them's definitely not allowed up there.
One of them.
Well, not me yet.
Two of them.
Not yet.
Yet.
We don't know for sure. We don't know for sure.
Some of us do.
We don't know.
One of us does. Yeah, sure. No dramas.
It's gonna
Ted?
help.
I'm gonna maybe need to borrow those robes that's in your bag one last time.
The ones you threw on the
up there,
fire.
I think if I go up there without my robes, it might be a little a bit bad.
Were they in the fire, did you say?
He
No,
threw
he
them
threw
into
them-
like the smoldering embers of the tent. Jed recovered them and kept them safe for him.
Okay, so there's only slightly crispy.
Yeah,
I'm
it's fine.
sorry.
It was hot. It was a hot day.
Was it?
Alright, yeah.
Put them in the fire.
There was enough stuff on fire for it to classify as a hot day, don't worry. Okay, so I need to know, who is sticking around with Keeko to help him recover the goods from the bottom of the bay?
Everyone.
Who is heading up to the Southern Air Temple with Kyoshi and Ted? Keep in mind, Kyoshi has offered to use her earthbending to basically move you guys up the side of the mountain to the top, so it's not a problem.
Was that your tidbit to tell me to stay?
No. You're
Yes,
welcome to go with
please.
them. No. That was me saying if anyone who
Please.
wants to go. No. If anything, the opposite, Dragon. I was saying that like please feel free to go too. It's very easy to get you to the top of the temple. If you were worried about like not being an airbender, not being able to fly, don't worry about that at all. It's not a factor in this. And you've also been given advantage
Or
by
like
tabs
been
for,
shown up on
and I
Avatar.
quote, romantic meddling.
I know where I'm staying.
You sticking around?
I'll
Okay.
go to the air
I'm staying
temple.
on the beach. I'm staying on the beach.
Sweet as. So, Jed, what are you doing?
I'm just like, I'm gonna help out with the water, I guess. Gonna go dive.
Alrighty.
Come with me, buddy. We gotta get some booty together. We gotta teach you how to be a pirate.
Oh,
Look
no.
around him.
You
It's
like
not
Kiyu,
that.
Yara, and Ko are right there, just looking at you as you say, "I'm going to teach you how to be a pirate." And go to fist bump. Jed, you watch as Kiyu just slowly cocks her head and raises an eyebrow and looks at you.
It's
Got you. I meant diver.
Yeah, diver's definitely what you meant, right? Yeah, cool.
Exactly right. And air people can't be pirates.
If you were to recover items that had been stolen, perhaps we could consider returning them to their rightful owners?
They're saying words.
Yes, we can consider this. Absolutely. But how would
Probably consider it.
how would we know if it was stolen or it was property?
They're
of the
pirates, Keeko. If they have it with them, they stole it. It's not like you see them wandering around farming on the ocean surface. Or come on. Come on, Keeko.
Yeah. Okay. First dibs at least for going down there, and then we get back the stuff.
Man's just got scolded.
So, Ted, Lily, and Kyoshi. As Kyoshi strides on over, shrugging into her much more formal cloak that you've seen her wear, bundled up in her backpack. She's now pulling it on, looking like she's trying to sort of come across a little bit more civilized to the Airbenders. You can see she's dressed up a little bit, still has a large boots on that are scuffed and worn. But you can see, the traveling cloak that she's removed and now put on a much fancier, finer cloak. And as she sort of shrugs into it, itches a little bit at her neck. You watch as she glances over and goes, "Okay, who's coming with me to the Southern Air Temple? Ted? Jedd? Lily? Okay, sure."
I've been kicked out.
No, you
Have
didn't
fun.
get kicked out. You wanted to stay here.
And I need him, so he has to stay. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's right, you're doing the diving. Sure, that's fine. I only need one of them. Probably the one who's not been banished is fair. All right, Ted, Lily, just the two of you. You watch as there's a little bit of a
Just
pause,
the
and then
two of
Yara
us.
slowly raises her hand and goes like, "I know the invite wasn't offered, but like I've never seen an air temple. Can I come?"
And you never will. Let's go.
You watch as Kyoshi. Do you say that out loud? Does Ted say that?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
You watch as Yara like shoots you a bit of a glance, slowly lowers her hand, looking disappointed. You watch as Kyoshi kind of like pauses, looks back at you, Ted, and looks back at Yara and goes, "I think you should come. Yeah, I think you should come. Come with us, Yara. This might be an important moment."
Anyone by chance standing next to Ted?
Standing next to Ted. At this
Yeah.
point, probably Lily.
Lily, do you want to punch him? Or just kick him in the shin?
Do you say that to me in character?
Yeah.
I turn and swiftly kick him in the shin.
Ted, you hear
Your
Tilla.
permission.
I give you a
hear
big thumbs up.
turn to Lily and say, "Kick him in the shin." Without any hesitation, Lily kicks you in the shin and then turns around and gives Tilla a big thumbs up. It hurts. It's not like it hurts. She's small, but like clearly the malice and just sheer malevolence contained within that smaller form only empowers the kick, so it's a tinier surface area with even more force behind it. It's rough. It's rough, buddy. Yeah,
Yep.
and you obviously can't cry because it's a child who's kicked you, a small girl, and you know it's not
I'm
gonna
not
help.
crying. I'm not
Yeah.
crying. I was going to go over here for a
Yeah.
minute. I
Yeah,
dropped
sand
something.
in my eye. Yeah.
It's a good thing you don't need your legs to fly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you watch as Ted limps over towards the side. As Kyoshi gathers, sorry, Lily, you go.
I'll hold my hand out to Yara as well and be like, "We're like adventuring buddies now." Like,
Oh my
grab her
god,
hand.
yeah, we kind of are. This is really cool. I've always wanted to see one of the air temples. I've heard they're really, really like really pretty. I've heard like really grand. And then, have you heard about this thing called mango tarts?
Have I heard
That's
about mango
my mother.
tarts? Surely I wouldn't have. They wouldn't be like a...
I mean, you've heard.
Earth Nation thing at all.
You can figure it out from the name.
Tart.
It's some. Yeah, you're assuming that there's a tart with mango in it from the name. It's not a
big
hard.
judgment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I haven't had it, but it
Oh my
sounds pretty good.
You need. Okay, we need to try something. While you and I are up there, secret girls mission. Yeah, we're gonna get ourselves a mango tart. I had one about 3 years ago. We had some people come down to Wolf Cove. They brought in some stuff to trade. Oh, it's so good. It's so sweet. It's so like succulent. There's like a creamy. It's so good. We're just gonna get some, okay? So you and I are on the lookout, and I know that you're obviously not opposed to like grabbing stuff. I'm thinking you and me, distraction, light fingers.
Yeah, I could do that.
Done. Let's fucking do
That
this.
sounds fun.
Yeah, let's go. Okay. Yep, I'm ready, Kyoshi. Yeah. I'm really keen to see the architecture. It sounds really somber. As Yara
I
kind
want
of
to see if we can find that man bat.
you watch as Kyoshi like turns and looks back for a moment, goes, Man bat? Oh, the airbender you spoke about. Yes, the one in black. Yes, I too have some questions about this. I am not comfortable with the idea of a vigilante flying around these skies, doling out. Oh god, that's what I'm doing, isn't it? Yeah. But I am the Avatar. To be fair, I am the Avatar. I'm not just a psycho wearing a black suit.
Well, we don't know.
You reckon we could get you a black suit?
Oh, probably.
Do you reckon that
We
would
made
work?
Catwoman.
No, I prefer my greens. I was thinking, yeah, I prefer my greens and my Daofei face paint when I really need to strike fear into the heart of my enemies. I want them to know it's me. It's far more effective when they know that the Avatar's coming after them than some weirdo with a fucking rat fetish. All right. The rodent fetish. So, Ted, Lily, Yara, you three are with me. I'm going to make an ice float to get us over towards the island, and then we're going to earthbend the top. Yara, you're an accomplished waterbender, if you wouldn't mind assisting with the ice float. Let's get moving. I don't want to waste too much daylight. We've got
Does she need to roll?
Yara.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll roll for Yara. Sure, why not?
Yeah,
I'll roll for
sweet.
Yara. I'll roll for Yara and Kyoshi. Here we go.
I just want to see how good it is.
Two ones.
Oh, you
One.
won't be able to see it. You won't be able to see it come up in chat anyway because the NPC stuff only rolls on. Sorry, guys. So Yara is getting a, what's that, 4 plus a 3, so that's 7. Sweet as. Partial success. Well, actually, sorry. Does she have any pluses? Yeah, +2. All right, so 9 for Yara, and then Kyoshi, what's that? 14. I think they're okay.
She's got
6 and a 5, baby.
She might make it.
I think she might be.
Yeah.
She's got a +3 to that stat.
sonic boom there.
You watch as, yes, Lily.
Can I shift slightly towards friendship? Because
Yes, you
Yara's
can.
now my friend.
Yes, you
Thank
can.
God.
You planned a little friendship mischief with your new friend Yara. I would say that's very much shifting one
Thank
step
fuck.
towards friendship.
I'm
for
not on
sure.
the edge anymore. We're good.
Can I shift towards leadership? Because Jedd and I have
No.
come to a decision with mainly my decision.
Kiko,
go.
this is your opportunity to demonstrate some leadership right now. As the three of them
Oh my
speed
God.
off into the distance, Keeko, it's you, Jedd, and Tilla left on the beach with Ko and Q. You watch as Q looks around for a moment, pauses, and goes, "We are going to need to do something about the boats to get back."
Boats to get back. Yes. How is our boat looking? Is our boat?
Lily and Yara headed off to. Oh, they just left. I was going to ask them what about this, the state of the boats. I think they indicated that they were fine, though. They've just been pulled up off the shore. I might go and.
I did tell everybody, not last session, but the session before, about the bear trap. Before you try that.
Damn it. I was gonna have Q come back towards the end of the session with like a bear trap on her leg.
No. I made sure to tell everybody to watch out for a specific pile of leaves.
I'm just faking you out. Yeah,
Shithead.
which is Q sort of nods and goes, "That's fair. I understand that." Yeah, I think, seeing as the boats are currently on the other side of the island, I think I will go and maybe bring them back if anyone wants to come with me.
Okay.
No, okay.
I think Tilla, you'd be good to go on this boat mission. Wait, do we need a boat to go out and get? Will I know from where the treasure is? Do I need a boat?
You don't know where
the water to get the
Keeko,
treasure?
you don't know where the treasure is. As like, here's the situation. Here's what you know.
For it.
There is a
Boat
bay.
blew up
There is a
and then
bay.
Could be
Yeah.
anywhere.
There's a bay. The boat that was
It's in the
parked
water.
closest to the dock was the Fire Nation ship.
Yeah.
It detonated. There were 3 other boats further out. One of them was the large tall ship, the Wave Cutter, which you knew was originally Admiral Kong's before he took over control of his Fire Nation ship. There were also 2 smaller ships as well. So the large one, the Wave Cutter, was a bit more like a schooner. The 2 smaller ones were much more like a brig.
Okay.
You have no idea which one was on.
Okay.
Like,
executive decision, guys. Let's go over there. We get the boats because we're going to need the boat to go out in the water and pull the treasure up from the sea. With that there, me and
Can't you waterbend?
Jedd's going to be able to go little bubble. Can't really can I really waterbend? Well, once I get it up out, if I'm in the ocean, I'm gonna waterbend the thing up.
Current.
I don't know if I can really waterbend it up the ocean top and then out to the beach line, or carry it from the beach line. Yeah.
If you were good, you could.
You're not there, Ted.
I'm just.
You just need to water bend it up, right? Then you can make ice underneath it.
You know what? It's an idea
that one.
I thought of as the leader. I
Yeah,
had
yeah,
this
yeah, yeah.
decision right here on the spot. You were exactly
you gave me
right.
this piece of paper. You gave me this piece of paper earlier that has it written down on it. You just forget sometimes.
Yeah, I was like, I gave you my to-do list.
Yeah.
As a new leader that I'm just coming into. Being
Sounds
right
a
now.
lot like you're supporting Jedd nicely there, Keeko. Good job.
No. This is he's supporting me as a leader. He's a supporting role right now. Guys, good idea. Talaki, you guys go, but you guys get the boat. Brilliant idea. We're going to go over here and we're going to get as much treasure out as we can. I like this plan. It's a good plan. Everyone on board?
I'm down.
For podcast
What's the
listeners,
We got 2 out of 2. Okay.
Question. What's the plan?
Sweet.
You guys got to get the boat. You guys get the boat. And then we're going to go save some treasure right now.
We're gonna go look for
reclaim it
treasure
for-
while you guys go grab the boats so
Yep.
that you can actually collect the treasure that's up on the surface.
Exactly right. Going to make ice floats for you.
I think what
So,
Kiki's
make
trying to
things
say.
easier.
How do we feel about Kiki as a nickname? Are we on board with that, Keeko? I didn't run it by you first.
Yeah,
How do
I'm
you feel
fine.
about it?
Yeah,
You
Kiki's
okay
cool
with
with me. Yeah, you can go
Do you
with
prefer
K,
Keeko?
Special K.
I feel like it's too close to K. Special K.
No.
You want to be called Special K.
I mean, I just thought of it and then give it a go. Not going to knock it till we try it.
No, I don't know. It doesn't. Something about it doesn't feel right. I think I might stick with.
Special K, man.
I might stick. I might look. I try to. We're gonna go back to Keeko. I'll come up with something.
Okay.
Keeko. So your plan is to swim on down, freeze the water around the items so they float to the surface. We'll then have a surface crew collecting them. So we're gonna have two teams from the sounds of it.
Yes.
So
Exactly
you're gonna
The
need
boat
2
team and
waterbenders
the
down
dark
at the bottom. You're gonna need me and you,
Yeah, absolutely.
and then Jed's
then
gonna
we'll
be
have
there for
some air from
air.
Jedd.
Yep. Great leadership, Keeko.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
I knew the plan as you were laying it out. So I could see what you were saying. That was more for Dragon's benefit. Because I know she was like, what's going on?
What the freak is happening right now?
The thing is, right, the way you were
We're
presenting the
struggling.
plan, it just wasn't quite in order. Like you kind of had like, I could see the ideas, you were just jumping around a little bit. I got you,
Yeah.
bro. I got you. I
We're
can,
You
meant to have
understand
order in
ADHD.
this?
You know there's like plans and there's a loose threaded connection between them, but you know they're 2 plans.
I knew exactly what you were saying, and I knew 100% where you were going. So we're good to go. As
Thank you.
as Ko just reiterates your plan very briefly, but just exactly stating what you had suggested
Briefly.
before. Keeko, you may make a move towards leadership. This is a good plan.
Woo! Woo!
Jedd,
Never fuck
Keeko,
mine, baby.
Tilla, Ko, and Q. As you guys head off, the 5 of you head off to go and repair and recover the boats. Well, not really repair, just recover the boats and prepare for your journey out onto the bay. We're going to jump back over with the, should we call it Team Air Temple? How do we feel? Team Consequences. I'm thinking Team
A-team.
Consequences might be the best way to go for.
That seems more relevant. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ted,
Hey.
as the ice floe that you're currently standing on speeds its way across the water, Kyoshi at the back, Yara at the front, as you and Lily stand in the very center of the ice floe, getting closer and closer to the air temple. As you gaze up at the imposing mountain range before you rising from the water, you can see the figures, airbenders high above, whirling and wheeling in the morning sun. The currents from the warm air rising around the air temple high, high above you. How you feeling?
Oh, a little nervous.
Sense of impending doom.
I might just look out at the ocean, thinking it might be the last time I'll see it from this height, from this air temple. Just take it all in and maybe talk with
Lily?
Snapdragon.
Kyoshi, Yara.
I was
Look,
just thinking of
I
any
get it.
of any flower, I'll be honest.
Clearly, Ted's not used to dealing with multiple women. Doesn't know, like he's never really had to.
Multiple. I don't think Ted's too still with a one.
There's three women, all of whom are probably a bit scary to you, Ted. Yara's the least
Two
scary.
women and one child. Can we?
Fair. That's fair. That's
Two and
fair.
a half women.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Coming
I love
soon.
that show.
It's not. Yeah. It's turn towards Lily. What do you say?
If anything goes wrong, you'll be able to help us out of this situation, right?
Showing for pretty there.
Should we come up with a code word?
Yeah, help.
I think you need a slightly more subtle code word.
Okay. Oh, I know one that is definitely not going to get misconstrued with anything. Mango tarts.
Yeah.
Look,
Sounds perfect.
I love where you're coming from with this. I like the energy that you're bringing to the table.
Perfect. All right. I'm gonna
However, you are an idiot.
Well, when are any of us going to say mango tarts while we're up there?
I mean, mango tarts are like a specialty in the air temple. I have a feeling that like multiple people are going to be either talking about or
We're only talking
like
about us.
selling mango tarts.
Okay, if a person is selling mango tarts, I don't think that counts as
Okay.
us using a code word.
What I need from you is a word that if I hear it yelled out by anybody, that is the detonator.
Blow it.
That's not subtle.
As long as you don't hear it from a bedroom, it's fine.
That's a child you're talking to, Ted. Just I want you to keep that in mind. You're the one who brought it up, so I thought it was appropriate to mention. You're talking to a child.
Blow your nose.
Fucking Keeko Nori, the wet-nosed bandit's back again. Just wipe your nose. That's how you know shit's going down.
Why don't you pick a flower and pretend like you're doing that thing where you call me by the wrong name and call out a specific flower if you need help.
Okay.
You're gonna have to tell me what flower it is.
Yeah. Daffodil.
Daffodil.
Yeah.
Okay, daffodil will be our code word.
Do you want to go for
God,
something?
I hope they don't have daffodils in the air temple.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna help you out here a little bit. Do you want to go for a less common flower? Maybe one that's deadly. Maybe something like what's
Nightshade.
What's that one that Iroh drinks by accident? That's like he thought it was white jasmine. I bet the tea, and he like gave himself horrible boils. What was it? Let me quickly. I'll see if I can find it.
I can like picture the
This
scene,
is
but I
white
can't remember.
jasmine.
Boiled tea.
It wasn't. Oh no, it was something like dragon. Oh, I can't remember. Iroh poison tea. I reckon that should bring it up. That's all I was gonna say. I thought that was a good idea. Delectable tea or deadly poison. White jade. Here we go. There you go. Do you want to go that as your code?
I mean, I was
Yes.
kind of hoping that Archie would come up with something himself,
No,
but
I'm
I appreciate
incapable.
that you were thinking.
It's just
Well,
What
that
else
was like
happened?
10 different things. You just threw them all under the bus.
Archie
'Cause I was
doesn't have the
shit.
brain cell tonight.
They were shit.
I just thought it'd be fun callback to Atla. One of my favorite scenes in
I'm
Atla.
really glad that your conscience spoke up and provided you with a much better option than you had thought of yourself.
Yeah, it came to me.
Okay, so what are you going to yell out when you need help?
He's already
White
forgotten.
jade.
Hey,
There we
good.
I mentioned white
Maybe write that down.
Genuinely for a second, then I saw the panic in Archie's eyes as he realized, oh shit.
Mango tart.
Write it on a sticky note. Put it on your monitor.
No sticky notes.
Delicious tea or deadly poison? Oh, mate. Amazing.
For this man, it's gonna
No.
be delicious tea.
What?
It's not. As you make your way over towards the edge of the water, reaching the start of the network of islands that form the Southern Air Temple archipelago. As you cross over the threshold and arrive at the shore, there's a momentary pause as Yara quickly sort of stretches, tries to crack her back, isn't really able to, so then tries to crack her neck, doesn't really do that, so that just cracks her knuckles a bit lamely, and then kind of stands around for a moment while Kyoshi begins to earthbend a pillar of stone around you. As you all step onto the stone, a platform rises from the ground and begins to move up the side of the mountain face as Kyoshi begins using her earthbending to pull and grab, shifting the stone and gravel around and beginning to rise this platform up. As you get higher and higher into the air, the archipelago falls away beneath you. Lily, it's beautiful up here with the sunlight reflecting off the ocean surface, the sea below lit up in orange, yellows and reds. You can see these splashes of green from the verdant islands all around. It's your first time being up high, ever. This is the highest you've ever been. No comparison. And as the world kind of falls away below, there's this sense of wonder, this sense of excitement. Next to you, you can see Yara softly throwing up over the side of the platform as she finds herself a bit overwhelmed by the sudden rise in height. Before too long, though, she finds her mountain legs, and as the platform begins to slow, Kyoshi begins to move over around as the platform slides across the edge of this mountain rise and then pulls itself up onto a large stone platform, an enormous, very carefully curated entrance. Designed for airbenders to fly in and fly out, landing. You can see below a set of stairs ringed all the way around, leading all the way back down towards the other side of the island. Clearly, Kyoshi decided not to take the stairs this day, but there is an option for people who want to walk up. But as you reach the top of the platform and begin looking out over the towers rising, these pagodas rising from the mountaintops all around you, airbenders flying around on their bright orange and yellow kites in the morning sun. It's beautiful.
Wow.
Oh, cool. Thank you very much. That felt intense. I feel the emotion. I feel it. Just thought I'd take a moment to build a bit of emotional connection to this place. Something really cool Lily's not seen before.
I mean, Lily's just gripping Yara's hand really tightly while staring around, but then also being very wary of what's below, because that's a heck of a drop.
It's a heck of a drop. Yeah, death. If you're wondering what's below, death.
Yeah.
Loads of it if you were to fall. Yara's gripping your hand just as tightly and closing her eyes, refusing to look down until she steps off the platform Kyoshi was earthbending and onto the solid ground at the top of this plateau, the top of this mountaintop. When she finally opens her eyes, you watch as she looks around and goes, okay, yeah, that was terrifying. I don't know why I always thought being an airbender was really cool. That's actually fucking horrifying. That's nothing like swimming underwater. I always thought flying was kind of like swimming. It's not.
That wasn't really flying.
She turns towards you and gives you a withering glare, Ted.
I think because when you're swimming, you don't have the fear of falling so much.
Just drowning.
Yeah, I've never been scared of falling underwater. She looks around. A moment later, you watch as some of the wheeling forms of the airbenders, 3 of them dispatch from the rest of the group and fly down, landing their kites spinning around and closing into staffs as they step towards you. 2 younger, 1 slightly older airbenders. You can see 2 younger men, 1 slightly older woman striding towards you. And as the woman leans on her staff a little bit, you can see her hands, a little bit arthritic, clutching the edges of her staff. Which she squints for him and goes, either my eyes deceive me, or Avatar Kyoshi has come to visit the Southern Air Temple again. You watch as Kyoshi does a very formal bow and steps forward. Mother Gia, it's good to see you. We have some urgent business to attend to. Ted, what was the name of your master? We must speak with Master...
Kite, man.
What do you say?
Master Kite.
One sec.
Master
I might have
Kite.
it.
Do you not
Master
remember
Kite.
his name? I said it in the intro.
Does Ted ever remember any... Oh, sorry. Do
Doesn't it
I
make
ever remember
sense?
anyone's name?
Master Sayan is the name.
They are.
Did I actually have it written down? Hang on a sec.
I told you what my notes were last week. I have 2.
You've had a whole week to update them. You can't just go, look at this dumpster fire, and then just sort of walk away, and then 2 weeks later come back and be like, it's still burning. Do something about it. Fix it.
Still.
It's still burning.
Why hasn't anyone put this out yet?
Air tastes like copper. Do something about it. Sorry, man. I can see his feelings have been hurt by this podcast. If you're wondering, he looks like he's a bit sad. I feel like
I'm fine. What are you talking about? Lying to the podcast.
Bree, what's your opinion? What do you think Archie looks like?
He looks like he's tearing up a little bit, actually.
Yeah, I know. I feel like I've gone a bit
Shut
harsh.
your
Sorry,
mouth.
mate.
I hate you all. I hate this house.
We wouldn't have to have these discussions, son, if you didn't take notes properly.
I miss my real dad.
I am your real dad.
It's canon now. It's confirmed.
Fuck. well played. As you say, Master Sayan, you watch as Mother Gia sort of nods from him and goes, yes, send, yes, Master Sayan, please, if you will. Thank you, Ryu. You watch as one of the younger air nomads bows. No tattoos on the 2 young boys. I should have said the two younger boys who are sort of following along with this older matriarch don't have their tattoos. They're not airbending masters yet, Ted. They look like they're apprentices or novices. Hard to sort of say where they are in their training, but you watch as one of them immediately.
They're in it.
Yeah, exactly.
They're not cool enough yet.
No, nowhere near. You watch as they begin speeding off, the 2 of them wandering. As Mother Gia sort of pauses and looks over a lot of you, she nods and goes, might I borrow the avatar for a moment? We have some news to share.
Have some white jade.
Is that what you say to Lily?
No.
It's pretty early to pull the ripcord, mate. You just arrived. I love the idea of as you step onto the grounds, you look up, see the airbenders, and you're like, white jade, white jade, white jade, white jade. White jade! Just leap off the edge, leaving Lily behind.
Yeah, absolutely. That's fine.
Please, the gardens are rather beautiful, just over there towards your right, especially at sunrise. Please enjoy them. We'll come back and fetch you when Master Sayan comes. Kyoshi?
Lily. Ted. Kyoshi looks a little bit uncomfortable for a moment, but pauses, steadies herself, nods, goes, very well. I'll catch up with you later. Mother Gia, please, lead on. With that, you watch as the older airbender and Kyoshi begin to walk over towards the edge of the platform that leads out onto the overhang where a lot of the airbenders are taking off and rising from. Ted, Lily, and Yara. 3 of you are currently given free access to the air temple as far as you're aware, with as much time as you potentially want.
Is there anything you would like to look at while we're up here? We could go to the temple and look through the scrolls.
Yara and I have plans, but maybe you should go find out what's up with the avatar.
Yes.
You know, stick to the shadows, listen in a little bit, see what's going on.
Yes. Yes, I could do that. Or, and I run away.
Which I need a wee bit more to go.
I run.
I just run.
I wanna run towards where the locked up scrolls are.
So you're sprinting straight for the main library, the large central spiral tower.
I'm like Ezio heading over there.
Well, we're gonna let the dice rolls decide that. You might be like Ezio.
I just said I am.
We're definitely gonna let Ezio's. We're gonna let the dice speak for themselves. As you make your way, trying to sort of blend in with the air nomads around you. Could I please get a? I'm gonna say this is more of a push your luck roll than a skills and training. This is much more of a push your luck situation.
Don't worry about it.
I'm so
Anyway,
ready for this to be good.
I was thinking
6. That is a
instead-
miss. What were you thinking?
Maybe just not doing that.
I've considered it. Nah, we're going with my plan. As you make your way over towards the main library, Ted, the large spiral tower rising before you, nestled between two of the mountain ranges, the pathway leading up to it. You know that the main library is located on the first sort of 3 or 4 floors of the temple. In terms of locked or sealed scrolls, what kind of things are you looking for? Take me through the... What information are you trying to find? Because it's...
I was looking for a move.
Oh, you're looking for airbending scrolls. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Easy as. Yeah, I mean, Ted, you make it like maybe halfway up the front steps to the archive before you hear a voice from behind you, a familiar voice. You have some nerve. And as you turn around, you see Lishi standing there.
Oh, hey.
What are you doing back here?
I'm here with the Avatar.
Good. Master Seon wishes to speak with all of you after your actions, after what you made my brother and I do last night.
I mean, technically, I didn't make you do it.
You lied to us. You lured us there. You killed all those people. You made us complicit in murder.
As her voice raises, you can see a number of the air nomads who were sort of wandering around, keeping themselves, have all paused. There is a very small crowd starting to gather around you right now, Ted.
Look, I didn't know that what happened was going to happen. I was not aware that to what extent everything was going to happen. I thought we were just trying to keep everyone away. I did not plan for the explosion. I did not plan for the people being hit to the ship and then the ship exploding and the blowing up and killing hundreds of people. I was not planning on that.
As you are having this conversation on the steps to the main library, talking about killing hundreds of people, the crowd is starting to grow in size, and you can see people whispering and muttering to themselves. Ted, you hear your name and Jedd's name
Fucking Jedd.
whispered amongst the crowd. Could I get you to please... You're not tricking an NPC, because you didn't know Lily was going to blow up the ship. You had no idea. Until right before it happened. So you didn't have enough time to kind of like... Yeah.
Warn.
It was after you had told them to come and help. Could I get you to plead with an NPC, please, as you try and like diffuse this situation and he's not.
That's an 8, baby.
It's an 8. Okay, I was gonna say he's not looking happy, chat, but he's looking much happier now with an 8. You watch.
Would you?
Would you?
I have a move. I have a move.
Oh.
And it's not maneuvering.
It's not. Guys, he's got another move. Holy shit!
It's called building bridges.
Oh my god! I don't. Hang on, but wait. There's not really any
When
bridges.
you try to calm an immediate conflict.
Wait, it's
between two
metaphorical
empires.
bridges, everybody. Whoa, we're back on! Yeah, okay.
It says 2 NPCs. I guess that doesn't count.
She's an NPC. Let's rock and roll, baby. What does it say?
It says between 2 NPCs. But I'm not NPC.
Yeah. But I would say other player characters would also count. If you were trying to repair a rift, say, between the air temple, the residents of the air temple, Master Seon, and I don't know, your brother. Maybe this move would come
I guess
in handy.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
Okay,
now,
you can't do it, guys. We checked.
Well, I can't do it now. No one's here.
Could use it later. Well, there's a lot of
Mr.
airbenders around you. I
Mr.
would actually.
Kite's not here.
Kite
old
has no
girl's
say
in
on
here.
this. Kite has no say, mates.
The old lady's not here. Like, no one important's here.
Your choice.
Yeah, I rolled an 8 for plead anyway.
I'll take your plead. You watch as Lishi pauses, looks, meeting your gaze. Suspicion still evident on her face, but you can see she softens for a moment and pauses and notices the crowd gathering around. You watch as she lowers her voice. Maybe you didn't know. But you lured us there. You brought my brother and I down there. You put us in danger. You put my brother in danger.
I said that it could be dangerous when you agreed to come down.
You grossly underestimated and grossly undersold the situation that was down on that beach. How bad it was and how bad it was going to be. And you might not have known in advance, and that's... While I want to blame you for that, I don't think I can fully blame you for that. But we had no business being down there, and I regret ever trying to help you, Ted.
And I understand that. I do. And I like I said on the beach after when you guys left, I'm so sorry about what happened. And
You did. And I understand that you might not have understood how bad it was going to be. And I'm not willing to forget. But I might be willing to forgive part of it.
look, that's all I can ask for.
What are the rest of you looking at? Haven't you got business to attend to? As she looks around at the rest of the airbenders, sort of like cluster out. There's a momentary, and then they disperse instantly, all rushing off to do better things or anything else that's not going to get them in trouble with Lishi. As soon as they're gone, you watch as she sort of looks around for a moment, sighs, looks away, then turns back and holds out her hand.
I kiss it.
What the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? I was just going to shake. You're such a weirdo.
Sorry.
I was just going to shake your hand and offer a truce.
Sorry, I've been around so much at other nations, I forget the customs for different nations.
Jesus Christ.
Is there a side note? Is there a nation that kisses hand? Would that be an Earth Nation thing or a Fire Nation?
Feels like
thing?
an Earth Nation thing.
Nope.
This is definitely
it's
not
the
an
thing.
Earth Nation
There is
thing.
not.
If
There-
anything,
Yeah, I didn't think so.
it might be a Water Nation thing, but no one else.
I
We got
reckon.
enough wetness. We don't need it on our hands all the time.
I reckon the Water Tribe greeting would be pressing foreheads together for sure, because I think that's one of the
yeah,
Inuit
that's
gestures that you see. In terms of like Earth Nation, maybe it'd be like
Just
a bear
fist,
hug.
Just a fisting.
You just
Bear
fist
hug,
them.
Yeah.
I don't think that's how you greet
Maybe-
people.
I think the only time that the Earth Nation would kiss hands is if you were like greeting the monarch.
Or punching someone's
That's not a
lips.
picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just really
Or-
precise.
Kiss the ring.
Yeah. I don't think. Yeah, you watch as Lishi just like wipes her hand on her robes and just storms away immediately from you, Ted, just leaving you standing there.
I continue up the stairs.
As you move into the library, as you step through into the foyer of the library, you can see there are a number of air nomad monks going around, gathering scrolls, placing scrolls. It's a pretty packed library. And you would know this from visiting the Southern Air Temple before. As you begin to move around, knowing that you need to sort of head up to the upper floor, as you get to the staircase leading up, you can see that there is, as there always is, one of the attendants of the library taking note of who's traveling upstairs with a logbook, making sure it's halfway, boys and girls. The camera's gone. Taking note of who travels up and down the staircases and who's accessing certain parts of the library. And as you approach this very, very old man who's sort of leaning over his desk, quill and parchment ready, as you approach, you watch as he pauses for a second, squints, and goes, "Name?"
Tedderson.
Tedderson. I'm sorry, I have no one by that name cleared for access to the upper levels.
I'm with the Avatar and Saison.
Saison. I have no one cleared for the upper levels called Saison. Sorry, I think there's been some mistake.
It's Seion, Archie.
No.
I think he knows.
He's
but
gonna
I
get
don't
this
know if
shit
he
wrong.
does.
Sorry, I was dealing with dog.
And I'm dealing with idiot, but we carry on. Sorry, that was a bit harsh. Sorry.
No, that was perfect.
That was a wheelsbarrow moment. It sometimes happens. It's a little bitch who lives inside my head.
Stay on.
Is that a derail from Owen scam?
Calling him a little bitch. No, that's just part of course.
Damn it.
Sean. Sean has granted you access. What was your name? Tedderson, you said.
Yeah.
Like
You
Ben
might
Tennyson?
need to go.
Ben Tennyson.
You might need to go and fetch Master Sean then. If you've been given access, he hasn't communicated it to me, and I'm sorry. No exceptions.
No worries. I'll just have to wait for him to finish his talk with the Avatar.
You keep saying that like it's
Which is
gonna make a
he watches the older man nods.
Very good.
Damn it.
Welcome to the wheels of bureaucracy, which do not turn easily or smoothly for anyone, except for those in charge. Unfortunately, Ted, it looks like unless you've got another plan to get past this guy, maybe a better trick than saying your actual name followed by Tedderson. I don't know. Maybe using the other names, maybe using someone else's name who you know might have access to this potential location. I mean, you know a few names that you might be able to drop to try and get access, but we're going for Ted Tedderson.
What he's saying.
Can I come back?
No.
Can you come back with a moustache? Sure. Where are you getting the moustache from?
Dirt.
Sorry. Let me just hang on. Whoa, no. We're not letting that one just slide by. So, sorry. Your answer was dirt.
Yep.
Elaborate. What do you mean dirt? Are you smearing dirt on your lip to try and make it look like you have some sort of bum fluff? Are you are you getting a particularly hard patch of clay and you're shaping it around your what is
No.
I didn't think we could get in a worse situation.
don't worry, it's coming.
Oh, it's about to get worse.
Yeah. I saved you by going to the bottom of the ocean for me. It's safer there.
Yeah.
I think you might have dodged a bullet, Andrew, by not going with into the air temple.
Well.
This could have been really bad.
Can I try trick?
Yes, you can. What are you going to say to Trick?
Should I roll first?
I think
Or
that's
should I
fair
tell you
because if
first?
it's really shit, I think I want to see it. I want to hear you match the roll with whatever you roll. If it's really good, I hope you've got a good plan.
Oh, fuck. Oh, I hate this game.
I'm guessing that was not a success. That's a 6. That is
I think
a
it was
miss.
actually. I think that sounded like a really good roll.
Ted, take me through. How do you trick
I'm about
this
to
man?
start yelling white jade.
Just from inside the temple. You watch as Ted just sits down and goes, "White Jade!" He starts crying, having a tantrum. Yeah, what do you do? How do you trick him? What do you say? What do you do?
I wanted to say that the Avatar told me I could come here.
Yeah, okay, you say that.
But
That was your plan? That was the plan ever. You just go, but the Avatar told me to come.
Well, that may be, but the Avatar hasn't communicated that to me yet, and I need to make sure
No,
that
the Avatar and... Oh, now I forgot the old lady's name.
I said it 3 times, that's enough.
I'll stick with the Avatar. I'll just stick with the Avatar.
Yeah.
I think that's
that
safe.
may be the case, young man, but I will need to... I will need to make sure you're on the list for access. There are very sensitive, very rare documents stored above that we must protect. We must make sure they are kept safe. It would be a shame if something were to happen to them, and I need to make sure that only people who are allowed access to the upper levels of the archive must be carefully controlled.
So who can give me access?
Well, any of the head librarians, any of the temple leaders, Master Sean, Mother Gia. If you truly have come with the Avatar, Avatar Kyoshi, if she was here to approve your access, I would consider it as a high recommendation.
Okay, I will go and find Kyoshi.
Avatar Kyoshi, please. That's not...
We're like besties, so I just call her Kyoshi.
Very well.
I saved her life, so we're like on that level.
Oh, sounds like quite a tale, young one.
Just watch as Ted just stands there silently looking at
I'd like to tell you one day, but I best be off, and I will see you soon.
All right then. I'll see you soon. I'm quite excited to meet the Avatar.
I'll put in a good word for you.
Thank you. Come again.
just turn and walk away. Lily, as you make your way over the temple grounds, Yara close behind you, as you make your way sort of looking around, what are you looking for? What's your plan right now? You looking for kitchens, looking for a dining hall, looking for...
I'm guessing that the air temple is kind of set up. I think of it similar to like a university. Like they have like a cafeteria type mess hall kind of thing rather than like open stall markets like what they would in the Earth temple.
There's no currency in the
Earth
air.
Nation.
Yeah, there's no currency in the air nomad. So yes, you're absolutely right. There is a communal kitchen and a communal dining area for sure.
So we would be looking for the communal kitchen, I guess, to try to find where mango tarts are.
Could I get you to roll,
Would you like me
please?
to assess the situation?
Yes, please. That'd be perfect. Something that other people
Roll
might want to
smell.
do before they head into situations where they're not sure of.
That is
Cough, cough, nod.
that is a 7.
Where's the fun in that?
7. What would you like to know? You want to know where the kitchen / communal dining area are. Lily,
I want to know where the mango tarts are.
where the fuck are those mango
Specifically.
tarts? Lily, your instincts are bang on. Like, yeah, these guys are hippies. Hippies like to communally eat and not pay for shit. Yeah. There'll be a place where they're all gathered around. Knowing these little wankers, it's probably going to be somewhere pretty with like gardens or something. Yeah. I've got to speak as Lily's subconscious.
This is not Lily's subconscious.
Yeah, it is. It is now. No.
Lily's
Yes.
subconscious is way worse.
It's on fire. As Lily looks around, it's just on fire. Yeah, Lily. There'll be something. And knowing the airbenders, what you kind of sussed out from looking around, probably you're looking for somewhere near the gardens. You think there's a sense of tranquility here, given that there's such a beautiful garden area around the eastern wall. Probably that's a good bet. You can see occasionally people walking away, some of them holding what looks like little cups of a steaming broth in the cold, chill air. You can see them eating noodles from a cup coming from that direction. You get the sense east is where you want to be heading, along the eastern wall. And as you and Yara make your way around, you can see you're getting a lot of stairs. It's unusual for the air nomads to have visitors from afar so early in the morning, to have climbed up the 2,000, 3,000 steps to the top of the air temple. I mean, they don't know how you got here. They assume you just boss fucking fit as you just like look around, not even out of breath this early in the morning.
Not even winded, no sweat on us, like we're toughies.
Looking pristine, just a little bit of vomit on Yara's collar from where she threw up over the side. I mean, there's getting a lot of looks of like curiosity, a few like nods as you make your way past. And before too long, you come around to an open dining hall area that leads out onto the gardens. There's a tree grove and orchard set up along this section here inside the gardens, laden with many fruits that are being tended to by some of the air nomads. And you can see a series of tables and chairs that have been laid out, forming these long rows where people can sit down and eat. And there are many air nomads walking around, talking, sharing food, sharing drinks. And inside this recessed area that's all opened up, you can see a long table laden with all sorts of food and drink that people are just walking up and taking. Which is Yara sort of like looks around and goes, should we ask someone, or do you reckon just go in looking confident?
I reckon we just go in looking confident.
Yeah, do you reckon just head held high, don't make eye contact, wander over, grab the goods, get the fuck out of here?
I would like to use my bad habits.
Yeah.
I would like to shift towards friendship because I'm indulging in a bad habit with a friend, and I want to indulge in my bad habit of con.
Ooh. She's got a bad
That's
habit.
an 8.
Bad habit for drugs. 8.
So-
That is success with consequences.
With an 8, we pull it off and grow closer, making each other inspired.
Nice. What is your plan? Talk me through the con.
Okay.
Just head held high, wander in, grab the shit, get out. It's not a hard plan.
So we are basically going to do exactly that. We're going to link arms. We're going to nod politely at people as we pass by them. We're going to look down our nose over people's shoulders at what they're eating. Like, yeah, I guess that is a choice.
We're going for judgment.
Jesus.
We're going for judgment of the monks. Okay, this is not quite how I thought this was. Okay. Cool.
And just literally walk up and take the mango tarts, like large, like are people taking pieces of them?
Cut up, there's pieces. As you approach, you can see there are a couple of other fruit tarts around on a little dice, a little bit higher than the other tarts for obvious reasons. As this is, imagine like a tiered display section with the different sweets that are at the far end of the table, far away, like at the very, very far end. Like you got to walk past all the other food to get to the sweets. You don't even glance at the bowls of noodles, the stews, the dumpling. You don't give a shit. You're here for one thing and one thing.
Vegetarian shit. We don't want that. We want sweets.
Cabbages wrapped up in pastry or something like that. You don't know. But as you make your way down towards the far end, there's one big slice of mango tart left. It looks like when it was being cut up, someone didn't quite cut up this bit properly. Now look, whether that was by design so they could come back and snag the biggest piece later, or whether it was just a pure accident, someone was doing those cuts along to separate up a mango tart. There is one big slice. Between you and Yara, good feed. This is a good size mango tart. Unfortunately though, in front of you, slowly leaning over with a little pie lifter heading in slow motion, you see a rather large, I don't want to call him obese, but a rather overweight airbender. You can see that the stubble around his head has not been shaven today. Travels around the side of his head, down around his neck, forming this like little oval chin strap. And you can see him slowly reaching out to get that last piece of mango tart.
Continuing on from the con that we are currently doing, I would like to say, excuse me, Avatar Kyoshi has requested a piece of mango tart. You wouldn't be taking the very last piece to yourself, would you?
You watch as the figure startles for a moment, looks down and goes, "Oh, Avatar Kyoshi, you say? Is she here now?"
Yeah, she's just in a meeting at the moment. She requested that we come and collect some mango tart for her because she said the mango tart in the Southern Air Temple is the best she has ever had. And you wouldn't want to deprive her of that, would you?
You watch as he pauses for a moment, looking between the spatula still in his hands, the mango tart there, his plate already laden with food. No. He slowly hands down the spatula to you, looks around, takes a slice of the berry pie, sadly walks off.
Your good deed won't be forgotten, thank you.
He slowly nods, begins making his way over towards the table.
And then I'm just going to very confidently walk up, take that last piece, and then not look back at anything as we walk back out to the garden.
I was hoping you were going to
stifling giggles.
Yeah, Yara's with you the whole time. She's like, I cannot believe that worked.
And we're just going to go out into the garden, hide behind a tree, and eat the tart.
Oh, yeah. Two of you smash that motherfucker. It's good. I think I'm gonna have to now make a mango tart as one of the recipes for the Lost Archives cookbook, aren't I? I feel like it's...
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, okay. I made some mango ice cream over Christmas. It was really nice. We bought it, so there was like oh no, I'm gonna get hit with a fucking derail, aren't I? I'm not doing it.
Do be a derail.
I'm not doing it.
No, tell me, did you do a chantilly cream with? Would you do a chantilly cream with this mango tart?
So as back with the divers,
you already derailed by going into the cookbook.
The fruit shop near us had a tray of mangoes for like $10. I got like 40 mangoes for like $10, and I just bought a tray of limes for $5. I got like 40 limes for $5 from the fruit shop near us. It's literally a full tray. I'll take a photo. It's amazing. I'm gonna juice them all and make some lime juice frozen ice cubes to put in drinks. It's gonna be awesome.
Brandon, did you push that as a derail?
He did push that. I was
pushed his
pushed.
derail,
I was
but I'm really
pushed.
interested in this because now I know he has no scurvy. I'm very happy that he's stayed away from that affliction.
Brandon was the only
That's a
person who
lot of
voted that
lines.
Owen would derail
Oh,
this.
interesting. Interesting. I feel like we shouldn't be allowed to vote. It's too much of a conflict of interest.
Yeah,
It's-
it's 100% conflict of interest.
Yeah, I think I might. I think it's gonna be like a summons thing. I don't think if you're in the session, I don't think you can vote for a derail. I think you can only vote for derails if some other.
He gets caught derailing once. Now we can't. Welcome to the dictatorship.
To be fair, every time one of you has voted for yourselves and you've been the derail, I've called it out as problematic. This is not the first time I've brought this up. It's just the first time I'm genuinely considering dictating it and being like, yeah, fuck yeah, that's right. Fascism's here, baby. Fascism's everywhere. Let's go.
I think I'm the only person who can't vote because otherwise I can't end the prediction.
You know what? I
Yeah.
think it's fair. I think we abolish this system. I'm just on the Lost Archives wiki. I'm the last person from all of us who would 1-1. I'm fine with this being a thing.
No,
And
we're not abolishing
We
it.
should abolish us ever voting on derails.
All in
Fine
favor of
with this.
abolishing Brandon. Motion passes. All right.
Anyway, back on track. Mango tart, absolutely delicious.
Fuck yes. I will look up a recipe for that. Back with the divers, Jedd, Keeko, and Tilla. It doesn't take you too long to head around to the side of the island, gather the boats back, and with the combined strength of you plus Kyu plus Ko, you easily get the boats around, back around to the beachhead. The canoes that you've taken over, they're good. They're in great condition. And as you prepare to make your way out onto the ocean, I need to know who is Seafloor Team, who is SEAL Team Alpha, who is I don't want to say Walrus Team, Otter Team Alpha. Who's on the surface? Who's
What
diving?
is the otter combined with?
I'm gonna need some context.
So
Is it
so
an
it'll
otter
be
eel?
so it'll be penguin seal Alpha, and let's say otter leopard.
The penguin dive.
Oh, no,
or
otter
the seals
penguin. Otter
dive?
penguin.
It's
It'd
both
be-
dive.
Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna
Otter
go
penguin.
otter
Okay.
penguin. Otter penguins are on the surface. That's surface team. Otter penguin team is surface team. I need to know who is team whale shark.
I've
Hey,
never been
Mark, well-
so happy to be up on the air temple right now. I'm so confused.
No.
Whale
Like,
shark?
clearly,
Wait, whale shark's just
Me-
a
Yeah, whale sharks.
No. It's not what you're picturing. It's way worse.
It's just a half whale, half
Do that.
shark.
Don't you do
here's
that
what-
to our precious
Here's what
whale
I'm
sharks.
thinking as I have Jedd and Ko with me right now, right? I'm like, okay, so we need team whale sharks. I'm thinking I've got to go whale shark because I know how to dive. Ko, do you know how to dive? Have you divin before? Divin?
Have I
that is the
divin?
plural
Have I
of
divin
dive.
before?
Have you divin before?
I'm partial to a divin on occasion.
You've divin. Okay, you've divin. All right. Now, Jedd, have you divin before?
I've divin from the sky, but never in water.
Okay.
It's a very
Alright,
similar
so
principle. That you just want to head down.
We've got conundrum. We can all go together and all go down because it'd be fun. It'd be a learning experience for Jedd to go see underwater and see what it's like under there. Or we keep Ko up top, and Ko, you can help make the ice floats as everything comes on top and
There's-
carry things over.
There's not much
What I'm
really we need to
thinking
do to
is-
make ice float. Does it by itself?
Yeah, that's true. But I'm wondering if there's a way, because Jedd, can you say we have a sphere around us, right? And we're containing.
You like
the air
how
that we have in there.
how Ted and Kyoshi did when they were going underwater to attack the big creature, to get
Yeah,
the
that
ship
one.
like last time. Yeah,
Yeah,
I was thinking of
that.
something similar to that. Yeah,
Yeah, I was thinking the fatal flaw of this situation.
and seeing it
right?
how this probably isn't as deep, it won't suffocate us as quickly.
But fatal flaw, we didn't have air. Now, imagine this. We have a tunnel of air going into our sphere as we go down.
Okay, I'm just one person.
Is that something we can do?
I'm just a single man.
I'm thinking we make you an ice float and you just tunnel air down into our sphere and just keep us top.
Okay, I know what Brandon's suggesting. So Brandon's suggesting he and Ko are underwater. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Andrew, sorry, Jedd is up on top. You freeze basically a straw of ice that goes all the way down to the two of you, and like a little ice diving bell. And Jedd's job is to recycle the air, to airbend fresh air down and stale air back.
Okay.
Basically, like we got like a funnel of air
That would
on
be
the ocean
doable.
floor with this, and then we can always just move the bubble over to this funnel of air whenever we need it.
Be better if I just send like a vortex whirlpool down.
That would
Not
pop
make
the
a
bubble.
bubble.
That would pop the bubble. Is what I'm
No,
No, but your waterbenders, you can just go in and out of it, right?
No, not easily. Okay, here's what we do.
I don't know. I don't know what waterbenders can do.
Don't forget that in the process of all this, they're meant to be sending stuff to the surface. If you make a whirlpool,
Yeah, no, I do.
we're not getting any of it.
No, I do it like a small one localized somewhere. Then they send it up out wide. Like it won't be near the shipwreck, so they have to swim back and forth though.
That's
Okay, here's what we do. Ko and I, our design of Coco right now, we're going to make a big ice platform and we freeze some ice on top of the water here. And then we freeze like a big pipe going down to the bottom, probably about like 5 meters from the sea floor. So it's not touching it. So we can still like, underneath it. Like, okay, we've got this like
2
platform
pipes
here.
or 1 pipe?
Do we need 2 pipes?
Because if I'm just pushing air down 1 pipe, I can't really filter out the other air.
But you wouldn't need to.
Okay, we need to. No.
So if you're
No,
so
so
the volume
breathing
of
in
air,
the air.
right? As you go deeper, the air is going to compress. But as you refill that volume of air, it's either going to shoot back up the tube that you've created as the pressure gets really high, unless you're counteracting it, at which point it will just overfill and the bubbles will push out and it will rise up around it. So you basically create like a little spa underneath the water. So an option 2.
Yeah. Oh, wait, no, 2 pipes. And then 1 pipe's going to be longer than the other one because the carbon monoxide will be denser than the air in there as well. So the carbon monoxide one can suck while the other one pulls as we bring the bubble in underneath it, right? So this is why... Ko, let's do this. You change dimension slightly, and then get a platform. We can bring the bubble in underneath it. It's time to journey. When you hear us, I'll suck on the tube and I'll like use like a big like foghorn and be like brrr, just blow through the tube. So you'll know when you hear a brrr from the bottom that we need a top up. Genius. This has not been done before.
He'll need to be airbending the whole.
Plan there is.
He'll need to be airbending the whole time. Because as soon as he stops, if there's 2 holes, all the air is going to rush up out of the...
I'm letting him lead. Just let him do it. He's leading at the moment.
I was picturing this as like a refueling station. Like we can take the air bubble we have, and then you can just like bring the air bubble.
If you have a connection between, so let's make if it's a diving bell and it's self-contained, the air is going to stay there. If there is a hole, the air will immediately evacuate, and the water will fill up that hole immediately because there's a breakdown of the pressure, and the pressure can now distribute. So it can move across.
Yeah, I didn't think about that part for some reason. Okay, yeah, moving platform bubble. Let's go.
Jesus Christ.
So we're back to plan A. So it sounds like what's going to happen is, let me check this off. Is this person Keeko? So you've still got Kyu with you. So is the plan to have Jedd and Kyu on the surface, Kyu freezing these like diving bells out of ice. Jedd then fills them with air and uses airbending to help push them down underwater to you and Ko. And then as you guys use them up, you just melt the ice and the bubbles just come back to the surface on their own.
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Is that what you're thinking?
Genius idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say
Great plan. I'm glad you thought of it on your own.
I'm not gonna lie, he completely broke my entire idea when he was just like, well, as soon as you move the bubble, the whole thing's just gonna fill up full of water. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I look. I hate to be so nitpicky as to bring physics into it, but
No. I wanted something here for the 2-prong attack for like the heavy gas and the light gas.
I really like it. The only thing working against you is
fluid dynamics.
Yeah, it's being underwater. That's the only thing stopping that plan from being fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Which is a shame because the whole purpose is to be underwater.
No idea of like a bubble you could just transport under and refuel with air. I thought that was genius. Yeah, no, okay. Damn, thanks for going for that journey with me, guys. We had a better idea.
Jesus Christ.
So, Tilla and Kyu are staying on the surface. Keeko, Kyu, Jedd, and Tilla are staying on the surface. Keeko and Ko are the only ones heading underneath.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Alrighty. On the surface. Jedd, you're obviously going to be airbending these little bubbles. Could I please get you to roll with skills and training? Tilla, are you kind of keeping lookout for stuff to come to the surface? Are you trying to stabilize the boat? Are you using your sandbending to like lock down stone to weigh down these little bubbles of frozen air? What are you doing to help? What's your plan? Something I didn't mention. An option I didn't mention. What's like there's so many things. You tell me what you want to do. Do you want to poke holes to vent all the air out so that they drown down there? Do you want to get some blasting jelly,
That's an idea.
mix
Hang
the
on a
blasting
second.
jelly into the tube so when they breathe in,
Andrew,
they get blasting
Keeko's
jelly
my
in their
freaking
lungs?
thing.
Trying to
I
find out how
can't
quickly you can
put
give
him
someone
in
the bends.
Send down a spark.
Dave must be watching the stream because he's
fart
just
down the
sent an incredibly appropriate meme.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah. He said that earlier when he said.
to go, and I tried not to burst out
Dave
laughing.
must be
because
here.
it's really-
He sent the boys on their own, and it's just obviously Soccer and Aang being fucking badasses, and then when it's them together, I'm going to send a note to Katara and say it's from Toph who wants to apologize. I love that. Toph can't read. She's blind. Oh yeah, keep forgetting that.
What do I want to do?
What do you want to do?
Can't really do a hell of a lot in pulling stuff in.
His last suggestion was really good about weighing down the oxygen
Well,
tanks.
if you wanted to bring stuff in, you could make a sand whip.
I
It'd
could
have to
make
be
sand-
really long.
Really long.
But you could,
Why did you both say that?
because it's a reference to Bree's
His-
previous character in
His
Embers
whips
of
are
War.
really.
The whips along.
Yeah,
It's in the wiki.
it's in the wiki.
Canon.
There's Wiki.
I love that. Hang on. When did these things of air turn into ice? I'm
Wait,
going to be honest.
so you
I
got-
We got
got
a
real
diving bell of air around this room. Ice right now.
Brandon, I
tube
love you. Brandon, I
connected to
love
it.
you. But please, Andrew, please explain this.
Tilla,
Okay,
I'm gonna no, I've got
right.
this. Tilla, I'm gonna blow your fucking mind with this. You know, air.
Picture this empty
It
container
floats.
I have right here, right? The empty container is the
the
diving
ice.
bell, and we're in the diving bell.
Yeah.
But there's a tube that connects to the top of the diving bell as we go down, putting air in there. Now we need to go down faster, right, to get down the bottom. So if you put some rocks on there, then we'll go down faster while the air tube is.
The boys need concrete
You know
shoes,
what I mean?
Tilla. Are you gonna pull through?
Oh yeah, you need to stone their feet. Yeah.
Just okay. That's what we have to do.
Only you guys could turn the simple act of going for a swim into whatever this is.
Hey,
Over-engineered.
I haven't done anything.
What would you
I
like to
let
do?
Brandon run away with this, and me just trying to figure out what he's doing.
If there's two things I know, two things I know. We need ice tubes and we need corruption. Let's go.
I'm trying to reinvent diving right now.
And it's something, guy.
Here's what I'm thinking. Here's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna throw you a bone on this one. Both Dragon and Brandon. One of the options available to you that might really use Tilla's skills to their maximum. Tilla, obviously, you can solidify sand into quite dense, heavy sandstone. If up on the surface, Jedd was to compress air into a single point, Q was to freeze ice around it, a thick layer of ice, and you were to weigh that down. As it got down to the bottom, it would get stronger and drop faster because the air would be compressed and it wouldn't be as buoyant anymore. And as it got down towards the boys, they could then take these ice bubbles full of compressed air and detonate it underneath their diving bell and refresh their air. That would work with the physics available to us in the world of Avatar.
Sure, because you understand this diving bell thing better
Look, to be fair,
I would hope he does.
I am a scuba diver. I probably should understand how diving
Yeah.
works. Like, given I free dive and scuba dive, I probably should. I should be.
With them
What was that?
and sort of they can put the rocks in the ice that they freeze stuff to, and you can sort of pull the rocks towards you.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah, let's do that, because you guys actually understand what's happening, and I'm very confused.
So in that case,
I don't at the moment. I'm just gonna. I lost myself.
Brandon, you're the one that's meant to be knowing this.
this is
I
your
got lost in
plan.
my own plan. My plan is we're just gonna go.
Okay, Jedd and Tilla, could I
really
please get you to
think,
roll? Yeah.
You need to show some leadership here, buddy.
Sounds like a
What
lot of
do you want
support.
me to roll here?
Jedd and Tilla, could I please get you both to roll with skills and training? None of what you're being asked to do right now goes beyond your normal bending and the bending that you have practiced for years. Both skills and training. Keeko and Ko. This also falls under skills and training. Keeko, you were a diver for the Fifth Nation. This is very much in keeping with your strategies. The other thing as well, Keeko, you know that somewhere at the bottom of the ocean is going to be the metal diving bell that the Fifth Nation were using. You know Admiral Kong's ship had... Well, actually, would it be metal? It would have to be. You know that Admiral Kong has a metal diving bell that he commissioned from some rogue Fire Nation smiths. Like, there is a metal diving bell down there. As soon as you get that back, this whole problem sorts itself out, and you know that all you need is Kyu and Jedd to occasionally come back and refill... Sorry, Kyu and Jedd. I was right. Yeah, Kyu and Jedd occasionally just do a couple of trips from the surface to the diving bell every hour, every 30 to 40 minutes to refill the air. And that solves the problem perfectly. Then you've not got an issue anymore.
Done. All right.
So, skills and training. It looks like we have a 8
I got an 8.
from Jedd, success with
Hang on a
consequences.
sec,
8.
It might be something higher. Give me a sec.
Oh,
I have an 8.
8, success with consequences. Very nice, Tilla.
8 looking great.
8 looking great.
Mm-hmm.
What is I forget what this ability is.
We can see the players at this point.
If we look across the room, we can see the players are concentrating on their playbooks, seeing frantically if an option presents itself. Perhaps a move from their
Nope,
playbook
don't worry.
that could be handy.
I'm
No,
too healed for this ability to work. It's okay.
You're too healed. Do you want to just punch yourself in the face a little bit?
Give myself 5 fatigue and I can do this, guys.
What's the
Jesus.
what?
The plan goes well.
Keeko, that's a 4. I'm realizing, with the benefit of hindsight, everybody. They say hindsight's 20/20, and I'm realizing with the benefit of hindsight, perhaps we should have rolled before we discussed the plan. In this case, then the plan in Keiko's mind is the tubes, ice tubes, baby.
Like we're all doing the right stuff up top, and we're just like, "Yep, cool."
Where are my ice tubes?
Quick question. How
Hello.
did Co roll?
Yeah, how's Ko doing?
Yeah, he did great, didn't he?
Look. Normally NPCs don't roll, but in the interests of this, let's roll for an NPC. We've already done it tonight, so let's
funny.
fucking go.
We need this to work.
So,
Oh, fuck.
Ko gets a 5. That's a 2 plus a 1 plus 2 for Ko. Focus.
2 waterbender.
They're gonna drown, Andrew. They're gonna drown.
But at least they died
No.
together.
They're gonna suffocate. They're not gonna regulate their breathing as they go down. They're just gonna die.
I'm gonna be ventilating the entire way down.
No.
Got so much air. This is great.
Here's what happens.
Yeah.
Jedd, Tilla, and Kyu. Everything goes smoothly. You watch as Keeko and Ko remove most of their outer layers of clothing. They don't need to go down with their full heavy clothing on. Stripping down to the undergarments. Probably not bare-chested. This is the waters not too far from the southern Arctic ice shelf.
Okay.
But on your character art, you'll notice that you've got this like almost like a skin-tight under, I guess like, what would I call this? Like a under tunic?
Under Armour.
Yeah.
Under tunic.
Yeah, under tunic, because it doesn't have a sleeve. It doesn't have any sleeves, but it's basically like a skin-tight layer of very, very like well, what would it be like? Well-tanned, preserved hide that has been oiled and basically tanned in such a way that it gives this high degree of flexibility. It's quite waterproof and it's quite skin tight as it wraps around you. Both you and Ko would wear this. Is pretty standard gear for any waterbender who's going to be spending time in the water. Obviously, your big furs you don't want to be taking in with you. As you get down into your undergarments, your under tunic, and dive into the water, Jedd and Tilla, from the surface, everything looks fine. You watch as a thin stream of bubbles disappears as they head down into the depths, disappearing from view. The water is quite clear, but it is quite deep, and you watch as they swim down and away, the slight rocking of the ocean surface, splitting the light, making it hard to kind of see exactly where they are. 5 minutes passes, 10 minutes passes. As you get close for the first airdrop, Jedd, you compress the air down into a point. You watch as Keeko freezes it. Tilla, as you freeze some stones inside the ice and then use your sandbending to lock in a round stone to hold this steady, this ball of compressed air. As you drop it over the side, you watch as it sinks quite rapidly, disappearing into the dark waters below. 5 more minutes passes. 10 more minutes pass. No stuff has come up to the surface. Nothing frozen in ice has come to the surface. Nothing floating around at all.
Here.
Yes. Yes.
Do you want to maybe go check on them? Because this doesn't seem...
Yeah, I feel like something's meant to be happening.
Yes, they were supposed to send things up. I find it hard to believe they haven't found anything. I mean, those two, I'm imagining... I'm going to be honest. I thought the problem we would be facing is too much stuff. Just useless junk that they would freeze and send up to the surface because they got excited down there, but...
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There's nothing.
Okay, I'll be right back. You watch as Keeko
saturates her lungs and then dives over, disappearing, using her waterbending to shoot down towards the ocean floor. Keeko.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, mate. Look, it's all going well from your perspective for the first 10 seconds. Take a big breath, dive underwater, no problems. It's only as you get down to the bottom, you and Ko have got a big breath of air. You begin sort of looking around. Could I get you to make me an assess a situation check?
Oh, sure, I can give it a go. Why not?
Thanks, mate. That's what I want to hear.
Jesus.
Hey, it's a 10.
It's a 10, full success. Keeko.
I get to see my demise, clearly.
Keeko, this just means you see your death coming. I mean, look, there's so much stuff. The boat that Lily shattered, where you're diving is closest into shore. You haven't sort of gone out deeper yet. You're kind of sticking close to the shoreline to start off with. And that Fire Nation ironclad, it really took a hit. You can see the whole side of it is blown apart. There is shrapnel all through the water. You can see multitudes of fish and other sea life beginning to move through the corridors of this ship. It's only as you get to the bottom, as your oxygen begins to run a little bit low, as Ko's sort of going through some of the packages, some of the crates and shrapnel around you, sort of pause every so often as Ko tries to like free something. You open up, look inside, nothing in these chairs, stuff's broken and spoiled. There's no sense sending crap up. You're like, you know what you're looking for. You're looking for furs. More importantly though, you're looking for that shipment of crab squidding. All the rest of this, it's not worth it. Ko's just going to waste his time setting up all this rubbish when you're looking for the good shit. It's at this point, after about, I'd say 2.5 minutes have passed. You're both water tribe members. You could probably hold your breath for about 2 to 2.5 minutes, I'd say. I don't think that's a stretch to believe that waterbenders and people who were in the water so much couldn't hold their breath for that long. You both realize you never brought the diving bell down with you, the frozen diving bell that you were supposed to create. You never brought that down with you. And as you sort of pause for a second and look around, the monumental way in which you fucked up suddenly emerges and makes itself apparent to you. Keeko, you know you can't make it to the surface in this moment. You judge the distance, you know it's not going to be looking pretty. And you can see Ko, who's maybe not quite as practiced at diving as you, is starting to panic. With your 10 in this moment, you realize salvation is going to have to lie inside the ship. Hopefully somewhere a pocket of air is inside this ironclad. As you grab Ko and waterbend into the ship, right underneath the aft, you can see that shimmering surface of water indicating an air pocket. And as you get to the surface and begin breathing heavily, you realize you're going to have to be very careful. Conserving air here is going to be a real problem. As Ko not doing so well, quite dazed, quite out of it, sort of like a little bit, not unconscious, but not fully conscious either in the water next to you. Getting Ko to the surface is going to be the real problem here.
This is going to be hard to do for podcast listeners here.
What are you doing?
But Keeko is not going to, he's going to take a breath and he's going to like be looking at Ko, like take a breath, slow it down. He's like, he's not going to say it. Not, he's fingers on lips, like, don't talk, just through the nose. It's like, and then I'm just going to put like a pause, like a wait sort of situation. And how far was this air pocket from, say, like the entrance of the ship we just got into at this point?
Only a couple of meters.
Only a couple of meters? Okay. I'm going to... Do I have any fabric or anything? Or do I have any bright fabric on me? Or see any bright fabric or anything? Yeah.
With your assess the situation, as you look around, yeah, there's, as I said, shit all over this boat. There would be strips of red fabric from when this was a Fire Nation ship for sure.
Yeah, I'll grab a strip of red fabric and I'm just going to go swim, grab it. I'm just going to like tie it somewhere on the entrance of where we just came into of this ship. So it's like this big flowing bit of red fabric, like something that you would not like just like assume it's like, oh, it's just there. You'd be like, oh, wait, that's a flag in this like point of the ship. You know what I mean? Like something to say, hey, we're here. Go tie that on there and then come back. Like, just I'm going to say one word. It's like, we wait 5 minutes. Couple words.
Okay. As you float there in the dark, I should add, it's not very light down here. Remember, this is inside the ship. It's pretty dark. It's pretty cold. As you float there in the dark, 5 minutes passes. And then all of a sudden, movement in the water next to you, and breaking the surface, you see Kyu.
How has this gone wrong already? What the fuck are you doing? Where's your diving bell? Where's your diving bell?
Got excited. And we forgot the diving bell.
Oh, for fuck's sake. You watch as Kyu ducks back under the water and disappears again.
Brush left you.
Ko,
A few moments later,
the diving bell, we're saved.
A few moments later, you feel a tug on your shirt. As you duck your head back under the water, you see Kyu gesturing to follow.
Ko, we're saved. Let's go. Kyu's got us. We made it alive.
As you drag Ko behind you, Ko starting to wake up a little bit more. As you swim outside of the wreck of the ship, you can see that Kyu has frozen a whole bunch of ice around the metal diving bell that was near the Fire Nation ship. It is now sort of floating a little bit, similar to how you found that Fifth Nation ship, the one that had been half sunk to keep it hidden from view. As the diving bell kind of floats there, you can see Kyu pointing rapidly at it before ducking inside.
We duck inside the diving bell together.
As you break the surface, you can see a shattered large chunk of ice with bits of stone embedded in it. Clearly, this was the first of the air pockets that have been sent down to you by Jedd. As Kyu sort of looks around, she looks at Ko and goes, no, that's it. You're I was going to say grounded. You're surfaced. You're surfaced. You're surfaced. Get back to the surface, Ko. You're out. You're beached. You're beached as Ko. Beached as Ko. You're beached as Ko. You're beached as Ko. That is enough from you. You get up here. I will help. I'll help Keeko with this. I just need you to freeze ice with Jedd and Tilla up on the surface. Keeko, you and I are going to find these problematic crates and be done with this. This was a stupid idea. Why did you not bring down the thing? You can see Kyu like visibly upset.
Yeah, things went wrong, but hey, look, got a plan. Here now. You know what? We're doing this, and I'm glad I couldn't have anyone else here to do this with me. Let's do this together. I'm so happy.
I'm not. As Ko just sort of sadly looks into the water. And then slowly takes a breath and ducks underneath. Back on the surface, Jedd and Tilla, a few moments later. You watch as Ko breaks the surface, climbs onto the boat, sits there for a moment, looks over, and then like just shakes his head. Just like wipes the water from his hair. Looks around a bit sad.
That well, huh?
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
Fair enough.
We forgot the air.
This is a new low point in our relationship. Oh no.
Wasn't
Well,
isn't that the one thing we like discussed about?
We're supposed to make
a time.
We're supposed to make an ice diving bell while we looked for the other one.
Yes, I do remember that.
We didn't do that. Got excited. We were looking for the treasure. I was allured by the promise of booty.
That will do it sometimes. That will do it
I
sometimes.
think that was Keeko's though, not the treasure.
Both. It's very distracting having him swim in front of me, I'm not gonna lie.
Wait, how'd you get here?
especially wearing his skin tight clothes, man. I was not prepared.
I mean, glad you're appreciating the goods. Would appreciate it if you also looked after yourself just a tiny bit more.
Yeah.
I
Noted.
just pictured Keeko as like Flanders in like colored chroma. It's like I'm wearing nothing at all, and he's like in the ski outfit, nothing at all.
Pretty much.
Damn sexy Flanders.
Under the water. Keeko, I'm willing to take your 10 for your assess the situation. With the help of Key, as the two of you begin looking around, Jedd, Tilla, and Ko now sending down refreshed air, compressed air inside these ice balls to help refill your diving bell. As you make your way looking around, it doesn't take you too long to find the wreck of the large wooden ship, the Wave Cutter. The hull has been split, a massive chunk of metal slammed through the center of it, and it looks like it caught fire. The good news is, mostly it was the upper deck that took the hit. The two lower decks and the hold are mostly intact. Even the collapse and crushing onto the seafloor, the place where it has landed isn't rocky or a coral bed. It's a large plain of what looks like soft, silty sand. Perfect for preserving whatever's inside. And as the two of you begin to head inside, it doesn't take you too long, Keeko, to locate a number of crates and chests, most of which are still leaking tiny little bubbles from the gaps in the wood, indicating that whatever's inside, while it may be a little bit wet, most of this stuff is still sealed and likely still intact.
I gesture towards Keo and be like, okay, this out of the ship, drag it out, freeze it, sussing it up.
Which as Kyu looks at you strangely as you suggest dragging it, she leans over and freezes just a little bit of water around them so they become very slightly buoyant, and then just pushes them out of the ship effortlessly.
I look at her like, thumbs up. Because I imagine I'm just there, I'm just like,
yeah, trying to drag against the water pressure like this, and the thing is, right, because you're so much more mobile in the water, gravity doesn't help you, right? You can't use your body weight to shift shit. Like you're just like
my heels into the sand, trying to
soft, silty sand just immediately clouds up around you. You watch as Q just like shakes her head, pushes you back out of the boat, places you in position, and then freezes a few chests very lightly and pushes them towards you, and then indicates to freeze them. Send them up.
I've done this for a long time in my career, and you think I'll be better at it, but I guess not.
You rolled a 4 for
Just
your
shows
skills
that-
in trading, my friend. This is the consequences of your role. You might have spotted the chests, but you've proven that you do not know what you're doing with this. I'm going to say that, Keeko, whenever you went diving, you weren't the one. Like, you were just like, people would point and you would do what they were pointing for you to do. Like, it wasn't much else. Yeah.
This is the difference between someone who's role-playing someone who dives and then someone who's never divin before.
It's happening again.
Never dove before.
I think it's going to be
don't like
canon
the
that
beach, to be
divin
honest.
is a term now. I think we're going to have to stick with it.
Divin, I've been divin.
It's gonna have to be.
It's like, yeah, what's the verb of dive? Divin.
Dived. No, it's divin. I like it. It has a softer feel. I think I prefer divin than dived, because dive sounds too close to die. Divin's so separate.
Yeah, you can make it a
Dove.
thing. Like, I'm just saying.
And it feels like you
My
reap
leadership
dividends when you dive. Yeah?
Yeah, dividends are dive.
No, it's still shit. Okay, still silly.
Okay.
Back up on the surface, Jedd, Tilla, you watch as after about 5 more minutes, breaking the surface of the water, dark shapes begin to emerge. Large crates and chests, frozen, partially embedded with ice, begin to up all around the ship as you see them. And true to form, you can see, Tilla, for your benefit, large chunks of some of the silty sand have been frozen in amongst the ice. Occasionally chunks of what looks like maybe like a type of coral or rock. But there has been an effort made to make it as easy as possible for you to earthbend these over towards the boat.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Perfect. After about 30-40 minutes, Keeko and Kyo underneath the surface of the water have basically retrieved everything worth retrieving from the hull of the boat. And as you emerge back onto the surface, all of you reuniting and begin dragging the crates back over towards the shore, just freezing them and waterbending them over to the shore, you begin going through your bounty to see what you have found. But we're going to go through what you find a little bit later. Instead, we're going to jump back to Lilly, Yara, Kyoshi, and Tedd.
Oh.
Tedd, as you walk back
What a
out,
surprise.
having failed to achieve anything apart from annoying an old man, as you emerge back into the light, where do you want to go? Back to heading over to Avatar Kyoshi? Mother Gear?
I assume that Lilly and they've gone to find
Yara.
mango tarts.
How would you know about that?
That's a big assumption. Why would, yeah.
Didn't she say
They
something?
never discussed that with you.
We had
That
a
was-
private conversation about that.
That was
I thought
girls'
you said
chat.
something when I mentioned mango tarts, and you were like, "Oh, well, someone's gonna mention mango tarts. There's lots up there."
Yeah, I pretty much said that. And how would you then assume that we're going to go find mango tarts
So I just
based
need
on that conversation?
I just need that impersonation of
clip that?
Lilly and / Bree one more time, please. One more time, Ted. Archie.
No, I think you can just clip that right there.
I really liked it. It was good. I want to hear. I want to hear you do that. I think next Ember Island, you need to play Lilly. I want to hear that the whole time.
We thought he played Lily last time.
And he didn't even do the voice. I feel let down.
Yeah.
No one asked for it.
I didn't know you could do it. I didn't know it was possible.
You to roleplay
Okay.
a role-playing game.
Yeah, I think it's in the contract, mate.
Wait, you guys say contract?
Yeah, when you did a fucking petition to join, mate, you started this. I was so prepared for that. You walked right into my trap.
I'll head back to where I assume, like where we left Kyoshi.
Perfect. As you get back to the main front gates, you can see Kyoshi and Gia probably looks like they're wrapping up their conversation. You can see Kyoshi's kind of like looking over towards you, gesturing with her head to come over. And a few moments later, you watch as Lilly and Yara, looking very satisfied, a few crumbs on their shirt. You can see Yara like licking her fingers as they walk back over and rejoin you. Yara's like, man, that's such a beautiful place. I'm just so grateful for the opportunity to see all the architecture. Yeah, the architecture. It's stunning. Yeah.
It's really something.
Can I
Yeah.
assess the
It's
situation
fulfilling.
here?
You know what I mean?
I rolled
Some
a
might say
9
it's
for assess the
inspiring.
situation.
Yeah.
Does it smell like mango tarts, so burp?
Do you lean over and smell her burp?
Well, I assume it's a lingering
She's
smell.
a lady. She like covers her mouth a little bit.
I don't think so.
Ted, that's a 9.
Picturing him like leaning in and taking a big
To be fair, not a moment ago in game time, he just grabbed a woman's hand and kissed it for no reason. So like, I don't think it's that far out of character. I think it's pretty in keeping with. Makes me wonder, like in real life, how you wooed your wife, Archie. Makes me
Lucky lady.
Sure.
insight check. No. What was your question? So specifically with your assessor situation, what do you want to know?
Wait, do I get one question or two?
Depends on what you
One
roll,
question.
isn't it?
Success with consequences.
Okay, I don't want to ask about the mango tart.
Okay.
How does Kyoshi looking? Is she looking
Troubled. Troubled. It
okay.
looks like, troubled. I will give you this for free, Ted, seeing as you rolled so well. Yeah, the crumbs on their jackets look
looks like they've been partaking of sweets, one might guess.
Without me.
Yes, without you. He does nothing with this information. He just sort of like...
I'm just
Kyoshi looks troubled. They have some crumbs.
Yeah.
That's all he needs to know.
Life's well.
Did you guys did you guys get any mango tart for me?
What are you talking
Sorry,
about?
Mango, what?
Yeah, mate, we were just exploring the temple. We would have liked to
I can
tour,
see-
but you
looking
just
at the
kind of took off.
gardens.
Yeah.
You still have crumbs on you.
No, I don't. For podcast listeners, Yara quickly goes to brush off crumbs, grabs them instead, and eats them. No evidence. You
That's
can't
weird.
prove anything.
I mean, I don't
Out of
care.
curiosity, did she just do that on the part where she vomited earlier?
Nah, a different part.
It's the other side. It's the other side.
Other side.
Okay. That's good.
Now it is. Different part. Different part. So,
Yeah,
what
what have you been up to?
Yeah, what have you been doing, huh?
Just checking out the library.
There's a
didn't find what
library
I
here?
needed.
What kind of
Yeah, it's a
stuff's here? What
library.
kind of books?
Air books. It's lots of
Wow, I
knowledge.
mean,
There's a few,
fucking who would have thought? Lily, did you know? Did you know that at the Air Temple, and if you go to the library at the Air Temple, the Air Nomad controlled Air Temple Library, do you know what you'll find there? Books about air, apparently. Bit more specificity, Ted. Genuinely, I'm not just asking to be polite. I was genuinely
there's
curious.
books, there's like general books, and then there's like scrolls and like air move scrolls and stuff like that.
So there's bending scrolls again. Lily,
My mind
did you
is
know?
blown
Did
here.
you know?
This is
Lily,
insane.
Did you know at the Air Temple, a place filled with airbenders who train other airbenders how to airbend? Did you know there's scrolls on how to airbend here?
What did you go there looking for, Ted?
I went looking for a scroll, but I couldn't get in.
Okay, if you don't want to tell us, just don't fucking tell us, mate. It's okay.
I'm talking.
Wait.
I'm talking.
You couldn't get in?
No, it's like a sealed area, so only certain airbenders can get in there.
Oh, so you're a lesser airbender.
Well, I'm not like Dayan.
You're right, you're
I
not.
don't know who that
Higher
is, but you're not. Your name's Ted.
Mr.
so-
Kite. Mr. Kite. You'll meet him soon.
Mr. Kite.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you know right now, Archie. They are not the same person. Sayan and Kite, they're very different people.
What?
They are very different.
No, they're not.
Kite's
Yes,
the one
they
who
are.
gave you your
He's-
stuff. Sayan's your old
I've been
airbending
waiting
master.
a full session to give this to you.
Check the record. Check the record.
I made these people up. I can tell you for a
He
fact.
is the record.
They're different people, mate. You had two different. When you came with Kyoshi, you were trying to avoid your master so that you couldn't get in trouble. You went to Kite, the guy who made. He's not an airbender. You went to Kite to get your two guys.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking hell.
It's been so long.
This is why you take notes.
Nah.
Nah.
Not just me.
There's
I would
two
like
of them.
to.
They're
I would like to assess the
multiplying.
situation.
Yeah, that's fine. Go for it. Whatever.
Okay, I got a 5,
We want.
Fuck all.
but I would like to case a join.
What's the most valuable thing here? My time being wasted. No. As you look around. As you look around for the most. Sorry.
It's so hard to get us back on track here.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. Sorry.
You don't.
I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. I'll move back into optimistic nihilism from true nihilism. I'm back. As you look around, Lily, casing the joint, the most valuable thing here.
No, I don't want to know the most
Oh.
valuable thing here. You're not even letting me ask my question.
Oh, oh damn.
So,
Apologies.
looking at, the conversation that is happening between Avatar and Gia, who amongst them has the most power?
Come on.
That's a really good question. Yeah.
I guess like
Judging
power versus
by-
control.
I've got you.
here,
Yeah, no,
like,
I know
yeah.
what you're putting down, and I'm picking it up. In terms of power, Gia is making Kyoshi uncomfortable with what she has said. Maybe it's how she said it, maybe it's the content of the message, whatever it is, whatever conversation they've had, Kyoshi is uncomfortable. She is showing respect to Gia. Who's the most powerful is a tricky one to answer. Kyoshi is being respectful and is giving Mother Gia a degree of veneration, I would say. Respect. Judging by that, you think that Mother Gia might have some power over Kyoshi in this instance. Maybe power as a mentor, as a figure of respect, someone who she'll listen to. Maybe someone who, Kyoshi could be being blackmailed. Maybe Gia has some dirt, is using it. Hard to say. You think it's probably more the respect one though. Just have to think, because that would be Lily sort of like, oh man, she's got blackmail on the avatar. I want blackmail on the avatar. Yeah.
Takes gear out. No. Okay.
National security threat. Takes out gear from afar. As you run up, put a black powder bomb in her mouth, light it, and skip off. As you replace her walker with blasting jelly. You fill the holes in her walker.
Very, very low opinions of me, don't you?
I'd like to say that it's based on nothing but past behavior. Yeah, no, it turns out it's
I was gonna say,
It's based on someone who said they killed 30 people. It's just based on that. That's all it is.
Off the cuff. It's like, I've killed like 30 people. It's like, whoa, we need to talk about this. That is not a thing. You just don't throw that out. We need this a conversation here.
I'm now keeping. I'm now keeping count of my kill count in my character note.
I know. I saw.
That's all I have written in my character notes: kill count and then the number.
She's making an effort, guys.
I would like.
We want those stonks to go up. Let's get that number to the moon. That number. Yeah.
I want to just kind of wander on over to where Kyoshi and Gia are.
Yeah. Hang on a minute. Bree's mum, you're being a duty head. I'm not letting that pass in chat. Not having a boomer call me a duty head. Come on.
You just gotta let say that, bro. You gotta let say that.
No, I am.
She's not a boomer. She's Gen X.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
I apologize then. I'm not letting a Gen X. Same level of outrage. How dare Gen X?
Anyway,
X
so
marks the duty head. Yeah, as you wander on over to.
What is happening? What is this?
It's okay, my love. I already defended you.
Nah, there's a bit of lag. She's getting this like a couple of seconds after.
Yeah, she's got you back.
As you head on over to Kyoshi, you see Kyoshi kind of notice your approach. Gear again clocks you. Goes,
Well, have a think on it, Kyoshi. If you change your mind, you don't need to let me know. You don't need to report in. I think you should change your mind.
Jesus.
Kyoshi nods for a second. Right, well, we need to meet with Sayan. Lily? Yara? Ted? Any luck? Have you enjoyed your morning with the Air Temple? Ted, you didn't go fetch Sayan. I thought you were going to go find your master. Wasn't Sayan your airbending master?
Yeah, I was gonna go to the library and I wanted to check something out, but they wouldn't let me in, so I could not.
They wouldn't let you in. Why wouldn't they let you in?
I wanted to go to the locked field area.
Why wouldn't? Hang on, aren't you from the Southern Air Temple? I thought this was where you and your brother trained.
Yeah, but there's a sealed area that only like special nomads can go in.
Huh.
I reckon Kyoshi could go in there.
Yeah, I was going to say there must be some perks to being Avatar.
Kyoshi goes. I talked to one of the people there. He said that if Kyoshi went, he'd probably let us in.
Well, I did want to look through some of the older scrolls in the archive to see if we could learn anything. Maybe the origins of this spirit, if we can track back any information leading to this. What was the name of that avatar again? The airbending avatar. Sing Pei.
Oh, that one.
Okay.
Yeah, if we can find some evidence of what they did, maybe some record of old air temples, that might be a good idea. Ted, I'm not as familiar with the Southern Air Temple. I've not spent a lot of time here. Please, lead on.
To the library?
Well, I think that's a good...
Stays on.
I think
Stay on.
I think that's a good start. If
Okay.
I mean,
Wasn't one of those messenger boys meant to be collecting Seon?
oh yeah, don't you worry.
Okay.
Okay. Let's go.
To the library!
As you scream
Mr.
out,
Library.
as you scream out to the library at the top of your lungs, you watch as as an older air nomad trips on the cobblestones, goes, "Ah!" startled by your sudden exclamation. "Ah! Ah!" as he trips over. Looks over, goes, "Shh."
We're not in the library yet.
No, you're not. You're just out in the open. As Kyoshi kind of looks back at the air nomad weirdly, gives him a bit of a look, pats you on the back, Lily, and you keep wandering. As you make your way over towards the steps, heading up towards the main temple. Yes, Lily.
As we walk away, I'm just gonna like really quietly say, "Wow, that noise he made sounds just like an ignition."
Just like an ignition. So I think Yara would be the one listening to you for this. Just like an ignition. What do you mean, like an ignition? What are you talking? Wow, that's dark. It was not too dissimilar from that, though.
Yeah, see? Anyway, to the library!
Shh.
Nice.
Shush me one more time. This is foreshadowing, my man.
Shush me and find out. As you make your way up to the steps and begin heading over towards the second floor, as you stand before the old man once again, you watch the old man squints, nods, goes,
Oh, Avatar Kyoshi, wonderful to meet you. Teddinson did say that he was off to fetch you.
which is Kyoshi looks at you and mouths Teddinson at you, Ted.
Yeah, don't ask. We'll talk about it later.
Yes.
Let's get in there.
Thank you. We require access to some of the more sensitive histories. We were hoping to look back at some of the older, more delicate scrolls, the ones that I believe you need an archivist to help keep safe and protected. That we're looking for evidence of past avatars.
Oh, past avatars. You know you could always talk to your past lives.
You watch as Kyoshi frowns. No, some of us can't. Some avatars aren't good at that shit. And guess what? I'm one of them. So I need to read dusty old scrolls in dusty old libraries while dusty old men tell me I could do things differently. Do you know what? I can't. All right? I'm not good at it. Can we please see the scrolls? The old man nods good.
Yes, sorry, Avatar. Yes, Avatar.
Pulls aside the link, opens up the doorway. As you're about to take the steps up towards the top floor, Ted. Yeah, I mean, yeah, mate. Pretty embarrassing shit. But it's all right, because you've now got access to the library. You've got access to the restricted section, baby. And it's all going so well until you reach the top of the landing. And standing there waiting for you, arms folded, is Master Sayan. Ted, you have never seen him look more disappointed, more angry. You watch as he looks down at you. Oh, Ted, I had such high hopes for you. What has happened?
Just, I mean, a lot, really. A lot of stuff's happened since I've been gone. I mean,
And yet you did not come and seek guidance from me. Chose instead to try and sneak around inside my own library.
I wasn't sneaking.
Well, tell me
We
then.
sent messengers for you and you didn't come.
Yeah.
I
So we
did.
came to find you.
I did immediately come and found no sign.
Really? Seriously? Seriously?
That's the limit. That's what it is. Okay,
Seriously?
Put that.
Archie, for podcast listeners, Archie is legit crying. He enjoyed that so much. Why he enjoyed an old man saying, I did come, as much as he has. Only we can guess.
That was such a disappointed dad look that you gave him immediately.
I am a disappointed dad.
I am disappointed. I did come.
Please tell me someone clipped
I
that.
came quickly, immediately. There was no delay. As soon as I was summoned, as soon as I heard my name called, I came.
Just imagine just like giggling. So...
You watch as Sayan holds out his hand, pulls the air from your lungs. Ted, your last thought as you die. Harder, daddy. Sorry. Sorry. As...
Can I?
Yes.
So can I use my bad habits again and try to con again?
Yeah, right.
Okay, so I'm doing it with a friend because I'm trying to lie to this person.
You're helping
with
Ted lie, for sure.
Ted. So I'm going to clear my inspired to move my balance, and then I'm also going to move my balance once more as part of that, and roll with friendship. And that's a 12.
That is nice. What would you like to con him with?
As he says, like, I came immediately, you weren't there, I'm going to step forward and say, oh, I'm so sorry. That would be our fault. And I kind of gesture towards Yara and say, we wanted to go and see the gardens, and we heard about these amazing mango tarts, and who else to be our guide than Ted? So I'm sorry, we took him away. You must have arrived just in the nick of time as we went the other direction.
You watch as this older man, long beard, turns and nods and goes, I understand. Perhaps I was a bit too hasty. Please, I think there's much to discuss, Ted. The reports I had from Lishi and Numul are most disturbing. And from what I've seen of our aerial scouts over the beach, rather unfortunate what has happened there. Avatar? Just Kyoshi nods. Please, come with me to my study. I would like to understand what happened from your perspective.
Also, because I got a 10+, we obtained some useful resource or information, and Archie, you become both inspired and prepared.
Those two things happen straight away. The useful information, I think, will have to come a little bit later.
That'll
If that's
come
okay.
later. Yeah.
Because there's a refractory period.
It's all
He has
part of the
already come. It's going to take him a little bit longer for the other information to come as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. On that
Just
note,
gonna blurt out, I'm a Virgo.
That's not useful information. That is just information.
Do I just do my inspired now?
You can clear your inspired status at any time that you want. You can.
Okay, I'm just going to do that now and just push myself to +1. Push myself close to balance.
Yeah.
perfect. And I think on that note, as the beach team prepare to open up the crates to see what they have located, and the breach team prepare to deal with the shit that Ted has landed them in, I think that is a good place to wrap up for tonight. Thank you so much for joining us, everybody. Yes.
Out of curiosity.
No,
Sorry, you go first, Dragon.
No.
No,
No,
you're
you
you.
I get to use my birthday inspiration. Do I get to keep
You
it?
keep it. Yeah, you keep it. You keep it. Nah, it's gone forever. Frick you. Yeah, you keep it. Yeah, for sure.
Oh, what? You didn't use it to save me when I was drowning at the bottom of the ocean?
No, never even discussed it.
Hey, quite frankly, what do you want me to do?
Just drop some rocks down.
Whisper me some sweet nothings through the tube.
There was no tube.
That was the problem. That was the problem.
I could if you made one.
Okay, fair call.
So that means, Dragon, you have 2 advantages up your sleeve.
Make a note in your notes so you do not forget to use them.
Yes.
In your what?
I wanted to just, I only just saw this comment
Yes.
on the Aftermath video on YouTube of Grandma Lily's bedtime nightmares.
Would you like to
Am I allowed
discuss
to
that?
read that?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Okay. Once upon an avatar, a young Lily went into the woods after having killed a Fire Nation grandma because she really fancied that red cloak. Now adorned in red, like freshly spilled blood, Lily made her way through the woods for her next mark. Once arriving at the lonely cottage, Lily found a strange creature in the bed. "Hey lady, what's wrong with your ears?" Lily asks. "Fuck you, they're good for hearing," answered the creature. And what's wrong with your mouth? It doesn't match the wanted poster. That's what wolf bats look like, you little shit. Little Lily, now fed up that her mark is nowhere to be seen, puts a bomb into the wolf bat's mouth and runs for cover. The nasty wolf bat explodes and out of its belly crawls an old lady. Oh dear, you saved me from the nasty monster, said the old lady. Lily, who never forgets faces of wanted posters, grinned and said, You're welcome, Granny. Come, give me a hug. The monster was so scary. As the granny hugged her, Lily pulled out her dagger and stabbed the lady in the back. Whistling, Lily leaves the cottage, and because she's fucking immortal now, still lives on to this day. The end.
I would like to thank Tabs for that incredible bedtime story.
Thank you so much, Tabs.
Thank you. That was sick.
Pretty incredible. Thank you, Tabs.
Oh my god.
It's pretty
Great way to end the section.
Holy shit.
Fucking immortal now.
Yeah, apparently. Amazing. What a note to end on. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us tonight. It has been an absolute blast. I was going to go and raid another D&D channel, but I think maybe we might go, let's do something a little bit different. Let's go and raid Corsair's Cove. They're currently doing the Red Dragon build, the Lego Red Dragon build, which I've got just up on my shelf up there. Shameless plug, shameless plug. So let's go raid them as they do that.
I was gonna say, because you said, let's do something different. Let's go raid Corsair. And I'm like,
That's
hang
not
on,
different.
how is that any different
something
from
we're
what we
doing, yeah.
normally do?
And because they're doing
No,
something
but
like that.
today he's building Lego.
So let's go and raid them. I'll get that raid up and running for the Twitch people. So we're going to go raid Corsair's Cove. We love Corsair's Cove. They're good friends of the channel. I want to make sure we show them some love. And if they're doing the Lego D&D build, I mean, they're going to be there for a while. It took me 9 hours, so they'll be there for a bit. Thank you so much, everybody. We will see you all next time. Remember, if you're watching on YouTube or listening on YouTube, make sure you hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. I'm thinking by this point, if you're watching episode, 25 or 26 with us, probably you've subscribed. 27, you've probably subscribed. So thank you so much to all those amazing people who have. If you haven't, it's okay. You can become an amazing person. Hit the subscribe button. That's it. You'll get instant alerts for all of the chaos and shenanigans that we have to deal with here with the Avatar crew. Otherwise, like button, comment really helps out the YouTube algorithm, which is a bitch to tame and bitch to work with us. So really, really help us out. And if you've got any suggestions, any moments you've seen from any of the streams, Avatar, D&D, that you think would make a really good YouTube short, let me know. I'm going to start editing them down. I think it'll be lots and lots of fun. But from all of us here tonight, thank you so much. We will see you all next week. Until then, stay safe and stay well. See you guys next time. Goodbye. See ya.